Hey y'all, it's SheRea. What's up? Oh, okay, let me move my. 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 I'm so slow. Hey y'all, welcome to the chat. Can y'all hear me? I don't see any comments. Let me make sure. I see people here. Hey Glennis. Hey Danny. Hey y'all. Hey Natasha. Hey Brittany. Hey everybody. Trying to get my water in. Whew. One Vixen one. Oh, you married and you switched up on a bitch. Okay. Let me try not to curse because I want to keep this live up. So let me try not to curse. I'm going to keep it as PG as possible because I want other folks to be able to access this live. This live is going to stay up. For those of you who are tuned in right now, welcome everybody. And if you're watching the replay, welcome to you as well. Make sure you're subscribed. I mean, you can only actually talk on the chat if you're subscribed, but if you're not subscribed, definitely be sure to subscribe. If you're lurking in the shadows, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. Before we jump into it, yes, let's talk about. So so I tried to film. Hey Chrissy, I tried to film this chit chat twice, y'all. A few weeks ago, I tried to film it. There was something on my nose. That's why I hate YouTube, and a lot of YouTubers have left because it's always something. There's always something on your face. Your hair is messed up. Your concealer isn't blended. There's always some BS. So I had to scrap that video because it wasn't any way that I was going to come on here looking crazy. Because the thing about YouTube is forever. Social media is forever, right? Even if I take it down, somebody's going to screen record. Last night, when I was doing this twist out, I tried to record it again. And when I played it back, there was something on my eye. There was something on my upper lip. I was like, F it. F it. I'm not going to re-record this chit chat again. I've decided that I'm just going to do it live, and whatever the F happens. I'm going to answer all the questions that y'all left in the community tab. If you have questions, if you didn't see that post, because I know people don't see the community tab things anymore, you can leave your questions to the end. I do want to get through the questions that were already asked of me, but if you are here in the chat, I will definitely answer other questions. I'm pretty sure these questions will have overlap as well. So, oh, Ashley is pre-pooing with the shit amla. The shit amla and fenugreek from the Insider Tea. Hey, Ashley. Yeah, that pre-poo, chef's kiss. Hey, Christina. Thank you, Chrissy. This is a twist out. I did like 10 twists last night. They didn't fully dry. That's why there's so much frizz. But all I did was use my DIY styling cream on dry hair. That's why I don't need to buy products, because I did this, y'all. I made a styling cream that did this. Why would I buy anything else? You know what I mean? Like, so, hey, Shakaya. Y'all, my god sister's in the chat. Like, she would stay at my house every single week, and she's in the chat. It's so funny. Oh, the shirt says moisturized, hydrated, and minding my own business. Boom. So, where did I get this from? I will leave it. Once this is finished, I'll link the Black-owned company that I purchased this from. They sell like a whole bunch of teas and stuff like that, and I purchased it like I think back in March or April or something like that. And I love it. I love it. Um, Thank you, y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will definitely link it, like I said. So when this chat is over, I'll put it in the description box. But I feel like we've already been on here for 5 minutes. So I'm just going to start answering the questions. Thank you to everyone that says they love my hair. And for someone that asks, yes, I still do henna. You can't really see it in here, but outside, there is like a tinge to my hair, especially like in this front section. I noticed it actually when I was driving home. I was like, wait, your hair is like a little orange red in certain spots. It's not really apparent, but there is. And these earrings, I got these earrings 10 years 10 years ago in Harlem, New York. There used to be a lot of street vendors before Harlem became gentrified. There are a lot of street vendors, and I purchased them then with my mom back in 2012. And I don't have a site because I got them on the street. That's just a fake plant. I got this fake plant from Home Goods. Because I can't, only thing I can grow is my hair. I can't take care of anything else. I can't even take care of my man. So that's the fake plant. It was like 150, so it was expensive, but it's a beautiful plant and it's big. Like it's big. So anyway, are those all the pre-questions? No, the styling cream is not in the insider tea yet. I made the styling cream, but I think, was it before I started Patreon? I don't remember. I made it, but I never shared it. I do have the recipe and I can share it in the insider tea. I do want to perfect it because it's a bomb styling cream, but I want it to be like an all-in-one, like a leave-in and a cream. And it's good for styling, but the moisture only lasts like 2 or 3 days. And I want the moisture to last like 5 days. So I need to tweak the to make it more moisturizing, but 3 days of moisture like isn't bad. It's actually a great styling cream. I can post the recipe in the insider tea. If y'all want, those of you who are in the insider tea, or if you plan to join, I have the recipe written down, but I'm still trying to perfect it. And when I perfect the formula, that was the one I was gonna share in the insider tea. But I mean, shit, it looks good now. Hey, Janine. So, hey everybody, welcome to the chat. So, let's start with the first question is what are the ingredients for your caramel pre-poo LOL JK? She knows that's one Vixen one. She knows it's in the insider tea. The Shea Amla and fenugreek pre-poo, amazing. I've run out of it. I need to make some more. The next question is, how are your parents doing these days and yourself? My parents are doing great. I'm going to link the insider tea. The insider tea is already linked in the description box, but I'll also pin it to the top of this chat. You can join and yeah. So I pinned it to the top, but it's also in the description box as well as my other things. It's all in the description box. So in terms of my parents, thankfully, they dodged. They dodged. Well, Fiona didn't affect the Virgin Islands, so my parents didn't have to deal with the hurricane. That's always a concern when you live in the Caribbean. Thankfully, the Virgin Islands was spared, but we know it hasn't been the same for Turks and Caicos, Puerto Rico, and the Dominican Republic. Fifi is a bitch. And it's the Caribbean really can't take, not the airplane. The Caribbean really can't take anymore, but my parents are doing well. I'm not sure when I'm going to see them again. Probably won't be until next year, honestly. My dad is turning 70 next year, and I want to take him on a trip. I've been all over the world, and there's so many places that my parents haven't been. So hopefully, I'll be able to take my parents to Europe next year. That's my plan. If the flight deals come through, they want to do the UK and Amsterdam. So we will see what happens with that. No, you didn't miss too much. I just start answering the questions, Cocoa Butter Curls. Someone asked me if I still use a sulfate shampoo a couple times a year. Yes, I still use a sulfate shampoo a couple times a year. I'm going to get my hair trimmed. Hopefully it's a trim and not a cut. Hopefully I'll get my hair trimmed next month. I'm going to get my hair trimmed. Hopefully it's just a trim. And they use silicones and stuff when they blow out your hair. So then I'll go in with my sulfate shampoo to get out the silicones because I don't use silicones regularly in my routine. So that's that. So I would say now every like 4 times a year I'll use a sulfate shampoo to strip and clarify my hair because my routine has changed. I don't do the same steps that I used to in my last routine. I've switched it up and I'm seeing how it goes. So my routine may look different next year. I don't know. We'll see. Not filming wash days have really like allowed me the opportunity to use up products to do things that I normally wouldn't do. So I'm just really experimenting offline with my hair and seeing how it goes, honestly. Thank you, Nini. Thank you. Yeah, I've been really into skincare recently. Even though I'm wearing makeup, I think that the glow to my skin really shines through my makeup. Like sometimes I'll wake up and be like, damn, your skin looks good. Like not to like toot my own horn, but it's just crazy. I've always had good skin, but getting into skincare has really changed my skin. Blog the entire process researching and booking a trip. Huh, that would be interesting. Maybe I'll do a video on like how I find deals and where I go and stuff like that. Um So let me update y'all on thank you so much. Let me update y'all on one of the things that was mentioned in the title. Like this title wasn't clickbait. It was based on the questions and the answers that I'm going to give today. So in terms of the package thief, I know I left y'all hanging with it. So apparently y'all, there's actually more than one of them. There's like multiple and my neighbor happens to know one of them, so he told him to like chill on my apartment. So one of them has stopped stealing my things. But apparently there's another one, like an older gentleman that still thinks this is his apartment, and the stealing has definitely gone down, but also one, I have a Ring camera. Two, I'm more vigilant, and three, I'm just home a bit more. Um, so I don't know if the stealing has stopped, but it's definitely slowed down. But as of recently, like 2 weeks ago, I had a pair of shoes that were stolen off my porch, and it was missed on the Ring doorbell because I didn't have my chime going at the time. Now when there's motion, my chime also goes off. So I'm not sure if that'll happen again. But it's funny, and I shared the video in the Insider Tea. We were cracking up, y'all. Because you know the Ring doorbell, you can see the video. We were cracking up. So apparently he was walking down the street with two bags with his hands full of two bags. He was walking down the street. He saw my package on the porch. He put his stuff down. He put his stuff down, not down, down. Okay, he put his stuff down. Took his sweatshirt out of his bag, wrapped it around his waist to make room for my package. So he took my package and put it in the bag. Y'all, that shit was so funny to see on camera. It was it was so funny to see on camera. Like in the Insider Tea, we were cracking we were cracking up, okay? Like, and I don't really get mad about the package stealing thing because I know that I'm gonna get my money back. Like ASOS was able to resend me the shoes. I mean, the only way to really stop the stealing really is to get all of my things sent to the PO box or to be redirected to like a UPS location. But that's just annoying. I want to have my things come to my house, you know what I mean? But hilarious, okay? Like it's still funny talking about it. It's just so dumb. Like just rude and disrespectful. Like stupid. Mm. Yes, but there is more than one thief. Yeah, we need to do another fake box. After Richmond was unsuccessful, we kind of stopped because I don't know if y'all watched the video, but the guy, if y'all watch my vlogs, we set up a trap for the package thief, and he picked up the package, shook it, and was like, "I don't want it," and put it back. So I think it's the same guy, like the older gentleman. I think it's the same dude because it's him. So I do want to catch him, set him up, but we haven't had anything stolen as far as I know because sometimes packages will come, and so I have UPS delivery like my choice on my phone. I have the one for FedEx, I have the one for USPS. So I know when all packages are coming to my house for the most part, but sometimes packages can come and I not know. But as far as packages that I do know are coming, they haven't been stolen in like 2 weeks. Maybe a surprise package can come, and you know there's also like laser ship and there's other little shipping companies outside of the like major ones, so maybe I can have some PR stolen, who knows. But so far it's been okay the last 2 weeks, but 2 weeks ago I think, yeah, I got some sandals stolen off my porch. I don't know what he's gonna do with some platform flats, but good luck, bro. Good luck. Um, yeah, I'm gonna put a bottle. I'll definitely have to put something heavier so he can like pick it up if I do it again. Um, hey Mel. No, he really does need his ass beat. Like for sure he needs his ass beat. Um that shit is crazy. Hey, Vivacious One. You're not late. We're really on the second question. But yes, that's the update on the thief. We have not put any further traps out. And will I be attending any more brand events in the future? I don't think so because it's about to be winter or winter. It's about to be fall. And it's getting cold, especially here in the Northeast. So I'm pretty sure brands won't really have events. There were several in the summer that I wasn't invited to. Like I really wanted to be invited to the one from Charlotte Tilbury was doing a bunch of events and I wasn't invited. But also I've been known as like a natural hair girl and I haven't really established myself in the beauty space, especially like on Instagram. So hopefully, and this is really dependent on me, if I post more content, post more non-hair beauty related content, especially on my Instagram, hopefully I'll be invited to more things next year. That would be cool, but it really is dependent on me actually like putting in that work to create a name for myself in that way, if that makes sense. So not beat down to the ground. No, he needs to be beat down to the ground for real. Not ground, ground for real. Um Yeah, no, for sure. Like it's before I went out, like I went out, so like I guess my body's a bit warm. Before I left my house, it was freezing in here all day. I don't understand how it went from being summer to winter, but climate change ain't real. So someone wanted to know how Richard and I met. His name is Richmond. But people, I guess, like, I mean, Richmond is the same name, really. Um, I want to do a dedicated video on how we met, and Richmond hates y'all. So Richmond doesn't want to do the video. I've been begging him to do the video, but I think it's gonna be the video is going to be more meaningful if I wait for the video. But he hates y'all. Like, he hates social media. He doesn't want to be on it. Like, when y'all see him in vlogs, like, he hates it. He's just like, why do you have this camera out? I hate you. So it's really hard to get him to like do the video, but I can't do the video alone, right? I mean, I guess I could, but it would just be nice for him to be in the video. So I don't know. Richmond is just, he's like anti social media. He's like, like, no, like, I know y'all love him. He hates y'all though. Hopefully we'll do that video. Like, hopefully. And someone was like, do you plan to do more fashion content? So I have been doing fashion content on Instagram. So if you're not on my Instagram, definitely follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is linked in the description box. I probably won't do a lot of fashion content on YouTube just because that content doesn't do well, honestly. And I'm gonna just keep it buck. I'm gonna just keep. Is that what y'all said? Could we keep it buck? I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it funky. It's cost like hundreds of dollars to haul clothes, and if they're not getting the views, I'm gonna have to get 20 views just to recoup the money I spent in the haul, and then also people don't buy the clothes once I haul them, and for me to make money on creating the content, I have to earn some form of commission. So if people aren't watching, well, I don't say people aren't watching, right? Because I know y'all don't like when people say that. Enough people are not watching to make the investment worth it. Because if you spend $200 to $300, the $200 to $300 has to come from somewhere. And if the money isn't being replenished, it's not worth it. And like with YouTube, you gotta have like a lot of clothes. Like with Instagram or like TikTok, I'm not on TikTok. I do want to get on TikTok, but on Instagram, you can do just an outfit of the day, or you can do haul just 3 items, right? You can have a haul but split it over 2 to 3 videos. Well, you can't really do that on YouTube, and yeah, it's just not. No, it's ungood. It's ungood. I think a lot of people personally keep it a buck. That's what it is. I think a lot of people watch like plus size people and are inspired by it, but it has to go from inspiration to action, right? If you're a plus size person watching me and I inspire you to wear the bikini and you only wish you could buy it and you don't actually buy it, then inspiration is not enough, right? Like, I think all of us, we have to stop looking for inspiration and actually just do the thing, right? Like, you're watching natural hair content, you're seeing all the hours that I pour into my natural hair, but you only watch it, right? You don't do the thing and you don't see the progress. And that's the same thing with like fashion and confidence. You can be inspired to be confident, but if you don't do the work and the action things that it takes to be confident, you're forever going to be inspired and not actually be confident, right? And I think that's what happens, especially like with my audience personally, that people are inspired by me, but they're not inspired enough to like click a link and buy. And that can't work because the money has to come from somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, no. And I think that people think that we make so much money on YouTube when really we don't. Like, YouTube AdSense is so poor, so poverty stricken, that people are not making as much money as you think. And a lot of people are putting on that they're doing much better than they are for the optics of it all. And that's going to come up later on. But fashion content on YouTube, it is an error message with the insider T link. Not me putting the wrong link. Okay, hold on. Please hold. Mm, yeah, I fucked up the link. Oops. Sorry. I'm an idiot. We knew this though. All right, so we're going to, let me actually remove, because I'm an idiot. All right, so, all right, I fixed the link. Hey, naturally marked. So yeah, I personally mostly shop affordable fashion and share affordable fashion. I can't share anything cheaper than $15-$20 personally. Um, I don't know. No, I mean, I can haul $5 things from Rainbow, but that's not gonna help me because I don't get commission for that. So it's the balance of wanting to inspire people, but also wanting to eat. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta eat. So it's really this tough thing, and it's this balance. I think a lot of people don't talk enough about like the business of YouTube. Of course we want to inspire people, of course we want to motivate people, but there has to be something in return at the end of the day. Yeah, you gotta eat. You gotta eat, and clearly a bitch be eating, so can't eat if it ain't no money. So that's why I tell people all the time that it's really important to click the links, because clicking the links does help, and people don't just say it because it sounds cool. It actually does help. Like when AdSense is terrible and people aren't getting sponsors, that little bit of commission that didn't cost you any extra, the little commission kickback from a brand, and it doesn't cost you a dime, actually does help the creator. Not just me, but everybody. So hello. Yeah, I know, I can imagine like import fees, all that stuff. Everything is expensive. It's a recession. Like, it's a terrible time to be a human being. Okay. Everything is high. I went into Costco and I used to get a pack of salmon for $25.99. I went into Costco on Thursday, and the same pack of salmon was $32.99, almost $10 more. And thankfully, like, I have Richmond, obviously, so we can supplement each other's incomes. But my God, like, things are so high. So I can't shame anybody and judge anyone for not shopping and not participating in this consumerist bullshit, because everything is high. Living is high. I'm pretty sure my rent is going to go up. Like, it goes up every year. Like, everything is just high. Um so um I used to resell a lot back in the day, but it just becomes honestly like a hassle. And most of the clothes I do return it. I do return a lot of it. Because I have to like love something at this point to keep it, but it's just not sustainable. Like, just the buying and showing, like, why am I buying the clothes and doing the hauls if y'all aren't watching it, or if y'all aren't buying the clothes? Like, what benefit is that to me and to y'all? There's no benefit. So if the hauls were doing well and I felt pushed to do them, I would do them, right? Because it would be worth the hassle. And like, it takes hours to find the clothes, and you gotta post the video. Like, it's really a lot that goes into it. So sure, I can sell the clothes when I'm done, but it's going to be discounted, so I'm going to lose money. So it's really complicated. And most of the things I do return because I don't want them or they didn't fit well. Just creating content just takes a lot of money, and a lot of money that people don't really think goes into it, that does. But that's a whole different conversation, really, right? But a lot of money goes into what creators do. I'm not just talking about me, I'm talking about period. And no one wants to talk about, no one wants to hear that, and no one cares, because everyone just wants free entertainment, myself included, right? Because I watch a lot of YouTube, and I watch YouTube more than I make YouTube content. I don't care about the excuses. I just want to see I just want to be entertained. I just want to watch. I don't want to pay for Hulu. I don't want to pay for Netflix. I just want that free entertainment. And it's always free for us watching, but it's never free for the person behind the camera, right? In front of the camera. So yeah, YouTube is it's not surprising that people have left YouTube, but I'll get to that a little bit more later. Um yeah, you don't want it, return it. Same thing with natural hair products. If you buy a product and it doesn't work for you, even if you used it, you can return it. Um it costs 10,000 more dollars this year to live than last year. Oh wow. That's crazy. I believe it though. Those $10 adds up. Um how did you like the rinses, Sir Dave? Did you like it? Um, 16.95 for bacon to 21.95. Yeah, the cost of everything has gone up. That's the thing about me. I don't push people to shop, and I don't beg people to shop. My thing is, if you're going to shop anyway, because we're all pawns in this consumerist system, clicking someone's link just goes a long way. That's my thing. If you can't afford to shop, you don't want to shop, more power to you. You definitely should not spend beyond your means. But if you're going to shop anyway, click a link and save a life. That's all I say. I'm going to talk about YouTube stuff in a later question. Um, okay, we kind of got the real there. People have been asking for more fashion content. Like I said, definitely check me out on Instagram if you have Instagram, because I probably will not do much hauls on YouTube. If I do a haul, I'm just reposting a reel from Instagram as a short. Um, Probably most likely because y'all don't care. Is there a large Caribbean community in New Jersey? And I don't know. I know East Orange has a lot more Caribbean people than other parts of Jersey. I personally am not like looking for or yeah, I'm not looking for a Caribbean community. I don't really need that. If I want to feel my Caribbean community, I'm going to go back home. I don't need a Caribbean community like in Jersey. That's not what makes Jersey good or bad personally. I find well enough the food that I want. There's a spot that I really like for like my roti, and also I tried the macaroni and cheese that they had on a Sunday with some peas and rice. That was actually really good. So I found Caribbean food. I don't need Caribbean people personally. I know some people like having Caribbean people around me. Not really. That's not my thing. I don't need that personally for me to feel like I'm thriving. Um, I have to use the bathroom. I've been drinking water and now I have to go, and this thing has just started. We are not even an hour in. Um, would you ever consider doing a shower routine? I have done a shower routine on Instagram. So if you go on Instagram, you can find it. On YouTube, honestly, I don't know. And it's not because I'm afraid of YouTube or sharing to show my body on YouTube. Obviously, if y'all know me in real life, I'm low-key an exhibitionist. But for me, YouTube has become I think social media, period, but especially YouTube because it's longer form. Like with Instagram, I can do like quick shots of like the product and just do quick shots of like different parts of my skin. But because YouTube is more long format, right? You have to get 8 minutes if you want to have ads placed in the middle of your content. It has to be longer. And I say that to say is that YouTube has become so much about like black girl luxury and soft life and all that stuff that people don't want to see people that look like them, but also people don't want to see homes and apartments that look like them, right? People have regular ass apartments, but they want to see the waterfall showers and the glass doors when they got dirty shower curtain. You know what I mean? Like people have become so delusional, but also people use social media so much for escapism. If I would do a shower routine, it needs to be like at a hotel or something fancy to give the video a chance. Because I think if I do the video in my regular ass Jersey apartment, no one is gonna watch that content. Like, no. If I do the video, it has to be like in a hotel. I feel like it has to be somewhere super nice, like not in my regular basic basic shower. It's just like real life. And that sounds crazy to say out loud, but I'm on social media to know, and I've been on social media long enough to know what people want to see and what people watch. So I just don't want to waste my time creating content that's not going to resonate with what people want to escape from today, which is their everyday life, right? People hate themselves, hate their lives, hate their bodies, hate the people that they're with, hate their families, and they want to use social media to be light skinned and pretty. So because of that, if you're a person outside this standard of beauty, you just have to do more. So I just have to look like I'm rich. So if I do a shower routine, it's gonna be real fancy in somebody's hotel shower when I'm traveling. And that's just real life. I just have to be realistic. You know what I mean? I don't even think it's about being pessimistic or negative. It's just knowing how people are and moving accordingly. So um yeah, and I think there are a lot of us who want to see real people and real things, but for the majority of people, that is not the case. And the majority of people are the ones that I have to cater and tailor my content towards, which sucks, but it's just real life, right? If the purpose of me creating content is to make money and to get my content seen, it just is what it is. You know what I mean? Um, so there's that. And when it comes to a fragrance collection, I don't actually wear fragrance. If you want fragrance content, definitely check out my homegirl, Janice Adore. The only fragrance I have is two perfumes that I got from Dossier. I told Dossier I do not want PR. I need money. And they still sent me the perfumes. So they're still sitting in my closet. And those are only perfumes that I own. I can't be obsessed with natural hair and skincare and now body care and then fragrance. It's too fucking much. So I can't have multiple obsessions. So fragrance can't be it. And fragrance is also a very expensive obsession. So I'm good on that. You can definitely check out Denise because she has a problem. Denise Adore, you can definitely look her up. But I can't take on any new interests. I already eat out way too much. I already spend too much money on my skin, my hair, my body. I can't do nothing else. Okay. I can't do nothing else. Um and a lot of people are getting into fragrances because it's trendy. This whole like fragrance thing is trendy, so everyone's hopping on it. I don't feel or want to hop on it myself. I don't understand how bathing and spraying some perfume is the idea of black girl luxury or the idea of the soft life. So y'all weren't bathing and using perfume before. Okay. Some are you out there dirty. It's funny what's considered to be like a luxury. Like this, we don't live in the third world. America is the first world. So you weren't showering before. And I think that's okay if you live in different parts of the world where that is a luxury to take a shower and running water is a luxury. But in this country, you need to bathe. And anyways, I am so happy to hear that, Sir Dave, that protein rinse helped you. I plan to use it next wash day, and I want to use it up. But it's so good. I still highly recommend that for sure. Um, but anyway, yeah, and in the where I am from in the Caribbean, um like I grew up wearing perfume every day. As I became an adult, I stopped wearing perfume. It's not something that's interests me. But I grew up with like my dad when he went to work every day. He sprayed cologne. Like that is upbringing that I had, and a lot of Caribbean people have. So perfume and showers and shit is not luxury to me. Even being from a blue collar um we weren't even middle class. Honestly, we were poor. Being from a blue collar poor family, like sh- perfume and dressing up and all that stuff was always something that was just a part of who we were. So I don't know. I guess everyone just grows up differently. And we're talking about the nature's little secret, not nature's little secret, not your mother's rice water rinse. I do have a video on that already. You can check it out on my channel. It's a like a rice water protein treatment. It's pretty good. Um so anyway, someone asked, when is your next vacation vlog? What places would you like to cross off your bucket list? So, my next vacation vlog will be in November. I'm traveling to my 29th country. I was supposed to visit 30 countries by 30, but then 2020 happened and the panini happened, and that pushed back my goal. And I'm still kind of anxious to travel. I'm still trying to like test the waters. I'm not doing it that much, but I am going to my 29th country in a few months. Maybe I'll hit 30 by the end of the year, but I don't highly doubt it. Um I may go somewhere for my 31st birthday, but I'm not sure yet. And in terms of countries that I want to go to, I definitely want to go to Kenya, Tanzania. Those countries are like the top of my list. I would do Kenya and Tanzania in the same trip because they are neighboring countries, and it's a short trip between them to get to where I would want to go within these countries. I want to go to Rwanda. I want to go to Uganda as well. Um, I want to go to the Philippines. I want to go to Bali, Indonesia. I want to go, which is Bali's in Indonesia. Um, and those are the places that really come to mind. Most of it, honestly, is different countries within Africa. I've been to several countries in Europe, but once you've gone to one European country, it's like you've gone to them all. So yeah, so yeah. I hope that answered that question. Someone says, I love your confidence. Oh my God. You know what? I'm going to pause this. I hate pausing the live, y'all, but this is my third one of this for the day. I'm trying to do a gallon of day again, and I have to go to the restroom. It's very ghetto. I don't like doing this. I can't even pause it and put anything up. I just have to go. I'll be back in 1 second. I do have pants on today. Usually it's kind of questionable. Let me just slide out and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Not pay the water bill. Oh. You've been getting into skincare too? Nice. Yeah. You can you can just start to like wear sunscreen and moisturizer and you can see the difference in your skin. Um well, that's amazing. I'm jealous. The bathroom is right next to this room. I actually am gonna film a video on how to get started in skincare, so you can definitely stay tuned for that. Y'all are nosy because usually my lives be having like 90 people. The fact that my live is almost at 200 people, titles are so important to get y'all to watch. Like people, I mean, this is not clickbait because we're gonna talk about all the things that I mentioned in my title, but people say they don't like clickbait. But y'all click on mess more than y'all click on anything else. But I'm not going to go on that tangent. I told y'all about yourselves multiple times on these lives, so we're not going to do that again. Um Oh, nice, nice. I honestly did not enjoy LA. I thought LA was really overhyped personally, respectfully. For anyone that's from LA or from California. mm, but I'm also from an island. And I think people that are not used to having like a pretty beach and like sun will like love California. But if you've been to the Caribbean, I don't know. I think there's LA that we see on TV, and then there's the real LA where it's just like living anywhere else, you know? Like I went somewhere in LA and like things were closing at like 10. And I guess obviously like there's different parts of LA and stuff like that, but I wasn't like a huge fan of LA. I wouldn't be somewhere that I would want to go back to personally. Um because I went to LA for my 30th birthday because my best friend, he lives an hour from LA. So we stayed in LA for a week, 4 days, something like that. It was all right. Um, yeah, definitely no shade to LA, but if you've been to the Caribbean, like LA is just okay. San Diego, I do want to go to San Diego. I also want to go to San Francisco as well. Um, I would not recommend you move to any Caribbean islands. Well, the ones that I've been to or know of, if you don't have money. And I say that because, as beautiful as the Caribbean is, it's so expensive. So, if you are complaining about the cost of living of things on the mainland United States of America, don't even waste your time going to the Caribbean because the Caribbean is going to be you're gonna have to add $4 to $5 on it, and that's for the Caribbean islands I've been to. So I'm talking about Antigua and Barbuda. That's where my parents are from. St. Thomas. I've been to St. Kitts. I've been to a number of islands, and it's the same. I mean Jamaica I think is cheaper. I mean I think you should go places where the US dollar goes far. So like places like Jamaica, I know for sure the US dollar goes far. I mean, at least it did when I was doing research. It probably doesn't go as far as it did when I was like in high school, but yeah, you gotta go places, but it just depends. Yeah, it depends on definitely not Antigua. Let me just speak for myself. You definitely can't go to the Virgin Islands and go to Antigua if you're complaining about the cost of living in the States. You're gonna have a better life in the Virgin Islands in terms of like the vibes, the food, the people. Like you can't replace the Caribbean vibe. There's no place like it. I've been all over the world and there's nowhere like the Caribbean. But that cost of living, but it just depends. It just depends. I wouldn't personally like recommend living in the Caribbean unless you want that vibe, you want the food, you want the people, and you're willing to make that sacrifice. Or if you don't have the money, like you need the money, honey, you need the coins, you need that money because it's so expensive down there. And yeah. Hi, Trish. And there's also like the lack of access as well. Like there's no Target, there's no Walmart. Everything has to be shipped in. And I can speak for the Virgin Islands. The Virgin Islands, although it's a US territory, we don't get free Amazon shipping. So everything is what you pay plus $10 to $20 on top of that. So there's a lot of inconveniences also living in the Caribbean because it's more remote. You're going to have to pay more to ship things in. And if it's a non-US, I've never lived in a non-US on a non-US territory. Is that what I'm saying? I've never lived in a non-US territory in the Caribbean, but I'm pretty sure there's also like import taxes, duties, all that stuff, whatever all that stuff is called, that you have to pay in trying to ship things in, like furniture and all of that. It's not just saying like, yeah, I want to go to the Caribbean because it's pretty and it's warm. There's also a lot of cons, so that's something to bear in mind. I was not supposed to answer questions that weren't here, but since it came up, I forgot my own rules. Um, so someone said, I love your confidence. Were you always confident in who you are growing up? If not, how did you overcome the challenges to be the confident woman that you are today? And I think for the most part, I've always been confident. I don't know if it's nature versus nurture. Did I have this? Was I just born with this confidence? I think to some degree I was. I think I came out the womb basically thinking I was the shit, but also I had parents and a community that affirmed me as well, especially my mom. And when I was growing up, when I was, walking around with my mom and stuff like that, there'd always be people telling my mom how beautiful I was. Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. She's so pretty. Like I've always been affirmed for being beautiful. So I've never felt ugly in my life. And I know that is a privilege because a lot of people do live their life feeling ugly and being told that they're ugly. And that wasn't my experience. I was never bullied. I've always been like one of the more popular people, always like well known. That's not to say I wasn't teased. I think everyone at some point was teased. Maybe not everyone, but a lot of people were teased. So was I teased for being a bigger kid? Yes. But at the end of the day, I was still like well known, popular, liked. That's been my lived experience. So I've definitely had a good life. So it's been easy for me, I would say, to have confidence because I've always been affirmed. I was a smart kid. So even if I wasn't beautiful, I was brilliant. So at least I feel like I was smart when I was younger. Now I feel dumb. Now I feel like I'm not a smart kid. But back in the day, as a kid, I was like, real into my books and like straight A's, like graduated elementary school, top of my class, junior high school, second, high school, third in my class. Like I was just been the top of my class and having that, access to certain things because of how smart I was, but also being affirmed for being pretty. Because I've always been told I had nice skin. Because even before I got into skincare, I had good skin. I don't think I had great skin looking back, but at the time, you couldn't tell me I didn't have great skin, right? And so I've always been told I was beautiful. So it was very, very easy for me to be confident. I definitely I think every fat child definitely like wants to be smaller at one point. But my brother, people don't know this, but my brother he's a stick, right? He's very small, same mother, same father, but night and day, okay? Freak and the mighty. Because I'm big and my brother is this small. So looking at him is like, what the hell? You know what I mean? Like, how did that happen? But he takes after my mom's side of the family, and I take after my dad's side of the family. So I've always been bigger than my brother, who I mostly grew up with. So I was like, when I was like 6 or 7, like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think as a fat person you can ever escape because of like fat phobia and sizeism, wanting to be smaller, right? And but at some point in your life, you just have to be okay with you. And I don't really know what that takes for people. Like I said, I've always been affirmed in my life and felt within myself that I was beautiful, that I was worthy. And you just have to get to that place where you think you're beautiful the way you are, right? And that's hard because society makes that hard. Um, it takes a lot of self work, you know what I mean? Colin said you thought, no, for real, because when I was younger, I felt like I was so smart. And now, like, I'm dumb when it comes to like math and finances. Always been like, math was always my worst subject. It's always the subject that I would get B's in. And now, like, investments and like Roth IRAs, and I'm just like, what? I just feel dumb as an adult. It's really kind of funny. Um, so yeah. So that's the question about confidence. I think I've always been confident, and my mom has always dressed me well. Like growing up, I was always a well dressed fat kid. Like my mom would spend her money and have my hair looking right, my clothes looking right. I never looked crazy. Like looking back, some of that shit was crazy because my mom's fashion sense was questionable, but she did her part to groom me, right? To think I'm the shit and therefore act like I'm the shit and therefore be the shit, right? So I'm gonna give it up to my mom. My dad, on the other hand, I would definitely be a different person had it not been for my mom, because my dad is very fat phobic. He's a bigger person and he has struggled, in his own words, struggled with his weight his entire life. And this is the side of the family that I told y'all I get my bigness from. Like his side of the family is everybody is mostly big on his side of the family, and he's always struggled with his weight and been so self-conscious about his weight and always wanting to be smaller. So he would like try to push that on me, while my mom was like, shut the fuck up, leave my child alone, you know what I mean? So I definitely would probably have been a different person. And that's not to like diss my dad or like say he wasn't a good father, but the way fat phobia manifests itself in our lives really affects the adults that we become. So I am almost certain that I would be a different person had I not had my mom's influence, because my dad is fucking crazy. So the Caribbean household keeps you smart. And once you stop hanging with non-Caribbean people, you become a dummy. Is that what it is? I don't know. I guess I'm book smart, but I'm not like, I don't know, because I graduated college summa cum laude, like the top of my class in college as well. But I just don't feel smart. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, yes, my mom was definitely a good mom, and my dad is crazy, and my dad still struggles with his weight. He still is forever trying to do something to lose weight. And it's like, I was gonna say the N word. I'm trying not to get this video taken down, but N word, you about to be 70. Ain't much you can do at this point. Ain't much you can do. Um, like your metabolism, your body is slowing down. You can try to do if you weren't a skinny young man when you were a skinny young man, you're not going to be a skinny young man now that you're 70. But go ahead. Yeah, I think that's what it is. The older you get, you realize there's so much more to know and there's so much that you don't know, and then it's like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Anyway, moving on. What is your least favorite thing about natural hair and what is your dream job? So for me, my least favorite thing about my natural hair is two things. One, I wish my hair wasn't as fine because fine hair breaks so easily. I was on Instagram and there was a girl that didn't trim her hair for like 2 years and she barely had to trim anything off. And y'all saw with me and my hair how jacked up my hair was because my hair is fine, so it's breakage prone, it's single strand knot prone, um it's tangle prone, it's just prone to everything. Fine hair sucks. And also I wish I was normal porosity because low porosity hair sucks, especially when you have extremely low porosity hair like I do, where it takes forever to your hair for your it takes forever for your hair to dry. um Things just, you could easily get flakes. That shit is annoying. Those two things for me are probably the most non-enjoyable things about unenjoyable things about having natural hair is my strand thickness and my porosity. I wish I had normal porosity and I wish I had thick strands. Like my density the way it is, like I don't need my hair to be any thicker. Why are you trying to disrespect me? It's like a fly. I don't need my hair to be any thicker. My thickness is the way it is. I know some people want their hair big and huge. I'm okay with my density. I just wish that my strands weren't so childish. That's personally for me. Um I actually have a friend who has lymphedema, so I'm definitely familiar with it. And she also struggles with her confidence because of her lymphedema. I'm not sure where your lymphedema is, but hers are in her legs. And so she covers her legs all the time. And I get it. I get it. Society sucks, and society makes us hate ourselves. You know what I mean? But I don't know. This is how I think about it. Like covering up yourself, who does that help? You know what I mean? I personally, I think for me, I just don't. Let me take that out. It's my vitamins. For me, I I ignore the world and I don't know how you get there, but that's how you get to a point of living your life, right? If you're not worried, like if I'll go out and people will be like, you don't see so and so staring, and not in a bad way, like someone staring at you because they're trying to talk to like a dude staring. I won't notice because I don't care. I'm literally like, oh, I'm out in this bikini and people are watching me. Who cares? Like, I don't even see them because the only person in the world is me. And maybe that's not a good thing to be this, like, kind of self consumed, but that's how you have to live your life. Like, there ain't nobody else in the world when you're stepping out but you. And that's how you live your life, honestly. Because if you worried about every single thing that people said and the amount of people that stared or laughed, then you wouldn't do anything, honestly. But if you live your life like no one exists but you and you're the only person in the world that matters, life gets good, honestly. It does. Wait. Wait, what is Yeah, Lady Jam, you just can't fight your genetics. Like, of course there are things that you can do and you can try your best, but at the end of the day, if some things are for you and some things are not for you, you know what I mean? um so yes, I'm so glad, Carolyn, that you're embracing your legs, and I really wish that my friend would do that, but you can't make people confident, right? It's called self-esteem for a reason. It comes from self. So definitely send me a picture, Nini, of your haircut. Why did you cut your hair? What's going on? Are you having like a mental breakdown? What's happening? Let me know. Um, Yeah, that's the thing. If someone doesn't want to look at me, then that's on you. That's not on me. If you have a problem with me wearing a crop top, that's your problem. That's not my problem. If you didn't buy my clothes, you can't tell me what's flattering for me. You know what I mean? We just all have to get there. We're so focused on what other people think. If people don't feed, fuck, or finance you, who cares? If they don't feed, fuck, or finance you, who cares? Who cares? That is the message today. If you leave with nothing else, remember that. If they don't feed, fuck, or finance you, what they think don't matter. Period. Oh my God, Nini, please message me. Oh my God. That is crazy. Oh wow. Yes, please DM me. Oh my God. I hope you're okay. Y'all, we just don't know what people are going through sometimes. That's why we just have to be kind to each other. And I think it's so easy. I don't know, like, I think COVID has just made us super cruel. I think people are just so much more miserable and sad and depressed than we ever were. And we're taking that out on other people. But being nice doesn't cost us anything, and we don't know what people are going through in their lives. One of my subscribers just said that she's in the hospital, and if you're a praying person, if you're if you're spiritual, definitely pray for her. Definitely send good vibes to Nini, so that she can recover well. And like I said, like, be kind, be nice. Shit, it's free. Yeah, I had to. Everyone knows that I curse and I enjoy cursing. I've been cursing since, like, I called a girl a bitch in first grade. Like, I've been cursing for a long time. I'm trying to stop because I know it offends people, and if you want to be marketable, you shouldn't curse. But if when I want to curse, I want to curse. Some things just don't hit the same if you don't curse. But I want to keep this video up too, and if you curse too much, you can't monetize your video. So I'm trying not to go ham cursing. Um yes, I call y'all it my mom was a stay-at-home mom until I was like 7, and she would have us watching Jerry Springer with her, and y'all know the words that they be saying in Jerry Springer. My mom also curses a lot, and my dad also curses a lot. So I grew up in a house of cursors. That's funny, cursors, watching like cursing like programming. So it was my destiny. It was my destiny. Um yes. Blessings to Nini. Safe recovery to Nini. She's gone through a lot the last year, and she's one of my most loyal, dedicated followers. Followers, I hate that word. Subscribers, supporters, and yes, sending good vibes and love to Nini always. Um Oh, dang. Where did my questions go? Okay. And in terms of my dream job, I'm just going back into the questions because we're already an hour in. Um, video is so fun because I don't have to edit. That's the best part. Like, I could have tried to re-record this video for the third time, but why? I've already dedicated like 2 hours to this video already. And now this video can exist, your questions can be answered, and I don't have to edit, which can take hours, even days. This is beautiful. Um, What's your dream job? I do not dream of labor. There's no dream job that I want. I guess being an influencer is cool until it's not. um, and yeah, I don't dream of labor. I guess what I'm doing is a dream job. Being able to educate and inspire and just be myself and make money is definitely amazing. But is it a dream job? I don't know. So, this question, thank you, Lennis. This is actually the result of my DIY styling cream. It's frizzy because it didn't fully dry. I twisted my hair last night with some. It was on dry hair with some aloe vera juice, and then I put my cream on top with some oil. And this morning, like I suspected, that's why I hate low porosity hair. Well, not hate, but low porosity hair is just annoying, especially mine. I have extremely low porosity hair. My hair was still wet this morning. Like it was wet like throughout my head. That's why there's so much frizz. But it still came out defined because that styling cream is just really good. I made it and she mine and she did the job. And I went out today too. So I went out into the elements and I still have pretty good definition for taking down wet twists. So yeah, sometimes you just need a little curse word to spice shit up. It's just like, eh, you know? So this kind of goes back to um body confidence, but little bit different. So I do want to answer it. All the questions that were asked are almost done. So someone was like, have you ever struggled with body image issues? I did talk about that already. Or you ever feel like it's time to lose weight? I'm a plus size woman as well, and it's always on my mind. I love how you're so free with who you are. Do you ever feel guilty that you are not treating yourself so right by allowing yourself to stay overweight? So, I want to address two things. The first thing is that I'm not constantly thinking about my body, right? In my everyday life, I'm SheRea DelSol going through my life living. I'm not thinking about my size and my body at every point that I turn, right? I'm not looking in the mirror and being like, damn, you a big bitch. Like, that's not how I live my life. And that's not what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about how am I going to afford this salmon, right? I'm thinking about how am I going to survive this pandemic. I'm not thinking about my size and everything that I do. I think about my size in specific situations, like when I went to Disney, and we know society is fat phobic. And when I went to Disney for my birthday, it was like, damn, will I be able to fit these rides, right? Who wants to do the walk of shame in front of all these random people? I didn't have any issues as big as I am doing anything at Disney, but that was a concern of mine. I was like, I would like Richmond, like, am I gonna die? You know what I mean? It was like, babe, like, is this gonna restrain me? Like, am I going to die? Because, you know, like it would come all the way down to Richmond's freaking knee because he's small. Well, he's bigger now. Richmond eating, okay? But for me, it would like stop like, you know, higher up or something. I'm like, yo, I'm this is how I die, right? This is the moment in which I die. So I'm thinking about my body in that particular situation just because you know, like extreme sports, roller coaster, theme parks, they're not body positive and inclusive. So I'm thinking about my body in those ways. But other than that, like I'm not thinking about my body. You know what I mean? Like that's just not something that I'm thinking about. Um and when it comes to if I'm not treating myself right, so I think a lot of times people connect treating yourself right to how you look, right? I can't speak for any other fat person or big person, but I'm living a full ass life. There's nothing that my weight, personally, at least right now in my life at 30 years old, is stopping me from doing or accomplishing, right? I've hiked a volcano. I've I've gone bungee jumping, I've gone zip lining, I've hiked to a waterfall, I've hiked multiple trails. Um, I've gone to Disney World. I've traveled almost 30 countries. I'm in love with a man that's in love with me. I have a decent career. You know what I mean? I have family that love me. I have good friends. I'm living well. I don't know. I can't speak for every fat person, every plus size person and their lived experience, but like if I die today, I'm good. I'm good. If I don't wake up tomorrow, I've done a lot. You know what I mean? Like I've seen a lot, I've done a lot, I've experienced a lot. So I'm not waiting for anything. I'm living now. And I think that's a difference between me and other people. People are waiting for shit to happen for them, for their body to do something for them to find love or to find happiness. And you can't do that. You gotta do that shit today. Do it now. And whether you're fucking 200, like 100 pounds or 300 pounds, you have to live your life right now. Like, literally, if I fucking die, like, if I leave this chat and I die, like, I'm good with whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I can't speak for anyone else, but I've lived a good life so far, and I can't wait to see all the shit that I do in the next 30 years. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. If your weight is stopping you from like living life and doing something special, then change it. But I don't know. No, I'm not worried about developing I'm personally not worried about developing any health issues, and people only worry about health issues in fat people, and that's fat phobia. No one's worried about the health issues of anyone that's smaller, of anyone that's skinny. There's so many people, regardless of their size, that have health issues, and people think just because someone is bigger that they're going to die. How many fat people do you know that like lives to 90? Also, I don't want to live to 100. Like, that's also not my goal. My goal is also not to live to 100. I don't need to live forever. And that's not even anything to do with size, but more so of like, I don't need, like, there's nothing good to live for, first of all, okay? The world is fucking dying. There's major hurricanes every 5 years. Gas was just $5. A pack of salmon is $33. What the fuck am I living for? Honestly. Like, I don't need to live to 100 because the shit is bad now. I can't imagine what's going to happen in 30 years from now. But I will say that if my weight does become an issue with my health, I will definitely do something about it. But people cannot make assumptions like, because people are bigger, they're going to die. 'Cause that's just not true. And that's just period. The fucking medical system is fat phobic and sizes, and that's just facts. And also people don't owe people health, right? Like, if I'm fat, I don't need to be healthy. No one expects anyone else to be healthy. Like, fatness, because I'm fat, I don't owe the world health. I don't owe the world anything. And that's how I live my life. You know what I mean? Um, so no, I did not take it as a fat phobic comment. But I like to go there with people because people are fat phobic. And people are fat phobic even when they don't think they're fat phobic. Because fat phobia is so pervasive in our society. Everyone is so anti fat. And that's why weight loss surgery is so popular. And that's why tummy tucks are so popular because society is fat phobic. People don't usually work out for health. People work out because they want to look a certain way, right? They want to have a flatter stomach, they want to have a bigger butt. Everything is based on this standard of beauty, and we just have to be realistic about it. And again, like no one owes us health, right? Like I don't no one owes me health. No one owes me their health status, and I don't give a fuck. I think that's the difference between me and a lot of people. I personally don't care about other people in that way. Not strangers, you know what I mean? Like, who cares? So, to answer that question and to wrap all of this up, um, to wrap all of this up, we just have to live our lives and we have to do the best that we can with what we have. I've been smaller than this and I've been bigger than this. And what I do know is that weight comes and it goes, right? And you got to navigate the world as best you can, and if in your mind or in reality your weight is stopping you from living some life, I think it's really complicated too, because a lot of people think that they're going to lose weight, right? They're going to get to this magical number and life is somehow going to become better, and they're going to somehow find love if they're single, and that's just not true, right? Because confidence is not, it's not a body thing, right? It's a mind thing. You can lose weight, and if you still see an ugly fat bitch in the mirror, you're always going to be an ugly fat bitch, even if you're 120 pounds. You know what I mean? So people have to change their mind first. So you can lose weight if that's what you want, if you think that's what's going to get you to the point of happiness. But once you get there, I'm pretty sure, like most people, the goalpost is just going to move. I'm going to lose 50 pounds and then I'm going to be happy. And then when you lose the 50 pounds, then my stomach needs to be flatter. And when your stomach gets flatter, then you got to do the tummy tuck because it's not yet flat enough. And then once you get there, then it's something else, right? At some point, you have to say, enough is enough. I'm cool. I'm good with who I am, right? There's nothing wrong with doing external things to ourselves, but we also have to work on the inside. A lot of us don't want to do that internal work, you know, which is really the most important. I think that Caribbean people are definitely just as fat phobic as the rest of the world. I think everyone is fat phobic. I think the entire world is fat phobic because the entire world has been touched by white supremacy. So even in the Caribbean, there's there's hierarchies in fatness, right? Because for in the Caribbean, if you're a six, I hate to harp on this, but I'm fat, so I can speak intelligently about fat things. In the Caribbean, if you're a 16, 18, you're thick, you're beautiful, blah, 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 blah. But when you get up there to like the 24s and the 26s, it's a different experience. And that's my lived experience, right? I'm I've lived in the Caribbean most of my life, and not saying that I didn't find people that were attracted to me, but was a different experience than someone that was more a acceptable plus size body, right? The size 16 or the size 18. I've always been more the 2022, and it's now I'm like a 24. And how people interact with you, especially in romantic relationships as well as in platonic ones, is different than when you're a smaller plus size person. And people like to skirt around that, but it's true. Being a smaller fat is definitely more celebrated, especially when you have a certain body size. So the hourglass shape and the pear shaped is celebrated a lot more than the rectangle or the triangle or inverted triangle shape. So fat phobia, I don't think any of us can absolve ourselves of fat phobia. We are all fat phobic because it's a fat phobic society, just like everyone is the R word because it's a R society. Because YouTube does not like the R word. Um, Yeah, that's people definitely treat you, and that's why you can't even I can't personally shame people for this strong desire to lose weight because society does treat you better when you were smaller. It is facts. I personally have never felt that way, haven't been various sizes throughout my life. I felt very consistent because, yeah, I don't feel like I've ever been treated differently personally. Maybe I have, and I just didn't pay attention because, like I said, it's my world and you're barely in it. But I know for sure, based on bodies of research, based on anecdotal evidence, that people are definitely treated better when they are smaller. Even if they lose like 50 pounds, 80 pounds, the the society can change. Like Erica Banks, right? Erica Banks just like no, everyone's roasting her because she said that she could only party with women with a certain figure. Everyone lives like that. People are pretending like, oh my God, Erica Banks, how can you say that? I didn't know who Erica Banks was before this whole Erica Banks scandal. But a lot of people only date people or surround themselves with people that look a certain way. And that is just facts. I don't know why we're pretending that's not a real thing when it's definitely a real thing. Um Not the great value Meg the Stallion. I was 149, had a 4 pound foreign baby, and was 238 pounds. My bestie was like, we need to go upstairs. And me, they have an upstairs. Wait, rocking with the truth. I'm not following. Can you say that again? Um, anyway, I somehow missed what you're saying. I'm not following. Um, All right. So someone asked, "What Caribbean island? What do you mean by we have to go upstairs?" Yeah, that's why I'm lost. What do you mean by we have to go upstairs? What Caribbean island are you from? I'm from St. Thomas. Do you cook and will you share some of your favorite recipes? I grew up with a cook. My mom is a cook, so I don't like cooking. I'm trying to cook more because eating out is so expensive. I spend thousands of dollars a month on eating out. It's ridiculous. So I'm trying to cut back on that. So I'm trying to cook more. I don't think I'm an amazing cook, but I'll definitely be sharing like what I cook in like my vlogs and stuff. I'll try because vlogging is annoying too, but I will try to share some of the things that I cook. I'm not an amazing cook, and also like I just don't want to hear it like I don't know, people can be really annoying sometimes, and we'll see. I definitely recorded me cooking some shrimp fried rice in a vlog that I'm editing, so I'll definitely do more cooking things. I will not do a dedicated cooking video because that's not gonna do well, and I'm nobody's cook. Someone was asking, who are your favorite natural hair YouTube influencers? No one posts natural hair content anymore. I can't even think of like many people. And thanks, Claudia, for the super chat. I just saw it. Thank you so much for your support. Claudia's an insider tea, and that's sis got money because she also just gave me a super chat. Thank you so much, Claudia. I wanted to acknowledge that. I can't think of like who posts anymore. I was one of few natural hair influencers that still post, and I don't even post natural hair content. So nobody posts. That question is hard because no one posts natural hair content anymore. Do you think trimming is the best thing you could have done for length retention? Absolutely. I think trimming was the best thing I could have ever done for my natural hair. I wish I had done it sooner. So I definitely recommend going to get a professional trim if you can and if you can afford it. Definitely do so. How do you feel about Instagram? Is it easier to build an audience than YouTube? Instagram definitely sucks. The Instagram algorithm sucks more than the YouTube algorithm, and the YouTube algorithm is pretty shitty. But with Instagram, it takes a lot less time to do everything. YouTube videos take hours and hours and hours. You gotta put on your makeup, you gotta turn on the camera, you have to film it, then you have to edit it, and then you have to upload it, and you gotta do the thumbnail and the title and the description box. It's just a lot to actually maintain a YouTube channel. So Instagram is a lot easier, and that's why a lot of people have quit YouTube. Like Jackie Aina left YouTube for almost a year. So many of my favorite creators, I can't even think of them right now because they don't even post anymore. Just stop posting on YouTube. Like a lot of the creators that you probably haven't seen and you miss, they're probably on Instagram, honestly. Because Instagram takes so much less work. And I also think brands are paying more on Instagram. How many influencers do you see doing campaigns and getting brand deals on YouTube, especially in the natural hair space? YouTube is just a barren land because it just takes too much work as a creator. You can make, not me personally because I don't make money on Instagram. I'm trying to build up my Instagram to get there, but you can make so much money by doing so much less. I can do a quick freaking I did a video about why I don't wear girdles on Instagram. It was like a 20-second video. It got 40,000 views. You know what I mean? Like I gained followers, stuff like that. I did a video on period panties on Instagram. That video got like 26,000 views. People engaged with it a lot more than they engaged with the longer videos. I took a lot more work and thought went into than the one on YouTube. The one on YouTube has like 5,000 views. You know what I mean? Obviously, like Instagram views are different because people are still scrolling, but it does feel like I can do less and get a bit more, right? Because if I'm not really making money on YouTube through AdSense, then might as well just post on Instagram where I feel like I'm getting a little bit more impact and hopefully brands will eventually see me and stuff like that. I mean, that's why the girls are not posting on YouTube because YouTube sucks. The amount of work that goes into it, y'all as an audience isn't watching YouTube videos as much as y'all used to watch YouTube videos like during the pandemic and before. So it feels like a waste of time a lot of times to post on YouTube. While Instagram, I can post something and it's gonna flop. Like Instagram is very hit or miss. I'm not saying Instagram is perfect or TikTok is perfect. I'm not on TikTok yet. I know I need to get on TikTok, and I know in my mind I need to get on TikTok, but something is like making me not want to. Um I just feel like it's a bit too late to get on TikTok, but I need to stop like being a scared bitch and just post on TikTok. But it's just YouTube is hard. YouTube is hard work, and that's why people are quitting. Personally, for me, when I'm ready to quit YouTube, I'm not going to announce it, right? I'm not going to do a leaving YouTube video. I'm just not going to post ever again. Like that's just being honest. I This year has been the worst year for me financially from YouTube. And that's not to say that we're going to get evicted or that we're not eating or we're going to be homeless, but 2022 has been a horrible year for me personally. I can't speak to other creators. For me personally, on YouTube, this has been a hard year because, like I said earlier, people are not watching YouTube content. Like my views are way down. Before, I could survive just on YouTube, right? I would make enough money on YouTube where if I didn't get sponsorships or earn commission, it was cool because YouTube would be my income, right? And that was like in 2020. Fast forward to 2022, and YouTube is not even covering my rent. Granted, I have Richmond, right? So it's been a really bad year for me. I mean, it's not, and bad is relative, right? Like I'm still making, I guess, a decent salary, but definitely way down from last year, right? And that's why I don't like go crazy buying luxury cars and like going crazy buying luxury bags because YouTube is so hit or miss. Um, this has been a horrible year because views are down and sponsorships are down. Like I haven't had a sponsor since May, June, July, August, in 4 months. So I'm just depending on AdSense and commission. And that's not a good place to be because sponsorships are really how you make money, but brands are not sponsoring. Like how many brands have you seen sponsoring natural hair content on YouTube? And I spent the last few years exclusively making natural hair content, which was a mistake. My greatest mistake was exclusively making natural hair content because natural hair content is dead. No one's watching it. The brands are horrible and they don't want to pay people. So I do feel like stupid sometimes for pouring myself into natural hair content because there's no return on that investment, right? So now I'm trying to go into like the beauty space and the skincare space, but that's hard because I've created a natural hair audience that wants to see natural hair content, but not really because no one's really watching. But that's the content that they expect. So they're not watching the skincare content and they're not watching the vlogs because they want to see natural hair content. And there's just no more natural hair content I'm willing to give. You know what I mean? So it's tough. It's tough having to pivot from something you've always done into something new. And I don't know what 2023 holds. It may get worse. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. If it gets to the point where YouTube is like zero and not making me enough money, I'm going to go back to traditional work and I'm never coming back. I am not, personally for me, going to balance work and social media. I've done it before and it's miserable. And I don't want to just like do a video every few months. I think that's just a waste of time. If I have to go back to work, which may happen, I don't know. Who knows? I'm done with social media, and that's not in a petty way or a childish way. It's just in a good riddance, we gonna move on type of way. You know what I mean? Because I've been on and off social media for like my entire adult life. So once I leave and don't post, I'm done. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna hang in there. I don't want to give up on like whatever this is, but child, I don't know. I don't know. Let me read some of the comments before I move on. Oh yeah, the plus size section is always upstairs or hidden in the back. Like I don't even shop in store for plus size things because it's a waste of time and it's ghetto. Um exactly. No one's posting natural hair content. Um No, TikTok doesn't pay well. I wouldn't go on TikTok to earn money through their creator fund. I would go on TikTok to attract brands to sponsor content. None of these apps, AdSense, Instagram, Reels bonuses, or TikTok pays any money. YouTube pays the most out of all of them, but they all suck. Thank you, Claudia. Yes, people need to join the Insider Tea. I don't know why people aren't joining. Maybe some money issue, which I totally get. But the Insider Tea, amazing, top tier. Um, Yeah, people are definitely outside more. People are not watching YouTube as much. People outside enjoying their lives, which I totally get. Um, Thank you. I need to definitely do more skincare content. Um, how long has it been since I quit What LA Slim? And how was your vlog audience? My audience period on YouTube sucks. Like, yeah, the views are just not viewing. I don't know. Jodestania Smith, what do you mean that you're sensitive? You don't watch my vlogs all the time because you're sensitive. What do you mean by that? What type of work would I do if I left YouTube? I would do what I do now, but do it for like a company. So like social media communications. Before my last job that I was at, I was the director of communications for multiple senators. So I would go back to being a director of communication, assistant director. Mommy, I am live. Hello? Hello? I was playing on my fucking phone. Um, yeah, I would just go back to being a director of communications, working in marketing, something like that. Um, yeah, Richmond would definitely be happy. He would definitely be happy if I went back to work because he's a hater. I definitely don't. Someone said the views are down because YouTubers are doing vlogs. Views are not down because YouTubers are doing vlogs. When I do my usual content, like natural hair content, talking videos, wash days, that content is not being watched. It has nothing to do with vlogs. It has everything to do with people just not watching or YouTube not pushing certain content. I can do a wash day and it can't even hit 10K. I have over 100,000 subscribers and my videos are struggling. Like my traditional natural videos take months to get to 10K, where I could get 10K in 3 days. You know what I mean? So I think vlogs are OD on YouTube, and that's why I took a while to jump into it. But it's not just the vlog content. People are not watching anything, period. If I got rid of social media, would I keep my Patreon? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I would keep the insider tea. Probably, because I actually really enjoy the insider tea. The insider tea seems like more like fun. I'm chilling, hanging with friends. We're sharing, like, we're talking gossip. We're like doing our hair. We're sharing the products that we're using. It just seems like I'm talking to my girlfriends, while social media is work. And it's a lot of times work that you don't really get anything out of. Um, I gotta use the bathroom again, y'all. Ugh, this water. Okay. So I'm trying to. Okay, I lost what you said. Yeah, you took away your comment. How long has it been since you quit? So I actually was laid off in 2020. So I've been doing YouTube full time since I was laid off. So August made 2 years. 2020 was a great year. 2021, even though I thought it was shitty when I punched the numbers, was a good year. 2022, questionable. Um. I bet that teacher did quit her job and make six figures. Oh. Yes, IG is annoying when it comes to not being able to pause a reel. I really be trying to pause all the time. Okay, I gotta use the bathroom again, y'all. Sorry, I can't even concentrate on the questions. I will be right back. Drink your water, stay hydrated. Please talk amongst yourselves. All right. People, do you think people are moving on from the natural hair movement? I've seen such OGs cutting and straightening their hair. Um, I think natural hair for a lot of people has always been just a phase. And I think that trends come and go. And for some people, natural hair was just a trend. I don't think a lot of Black women got to the point of actually loving their hair. They just wanted to fit in and do the in thing. I don't think that we got to the point where we loved and embraced our hair, right? Because at every point, our hair is always an issue. And I think it was even the same for me. Where I loved my natural hair, but I also saw my natural hair as an inconvenience. And recently, like this year, when I cut my hair, I would say maybe starting a few months ago, maybe after I cut my hair, I was like, this is your hair and you got to figure it out. And that's why I put my wigs away and I only wear my natural hair. And I'm pretty sure if you watch my videos, my vlogs, my non-vlogs, you will see that I'm wearing my hair a lot more than I ever did. I'm pretty sure that's going to affect my length retention, but I'm having the most fun that I've had with my hair in the last like 5 years. And my hair is beautiful and I want to show it a bit more. That's not to say that I'm still not doing like my twists and my braids and stuff, but when I need to go out, my go-to is not a head wrap or a wig. I rock my natural hair if I'm going out, going out. I went to vacation for the first time. I traveled for the first time with my natural hair in years back in May, and it wasn't a problem. Like, I don't see my natural hair as a inconvenience anymore where I have to get a protective style for a vacation. I rocked my fro and it was a great time and I don't regret it. And when I go to my trip in November, I want to wear my natural hair, but my only caution is that the place I'm going is really cold and I don't know if I want to have my hair out in the elements like that. You know what I mean? It's not a tropical destination, so we'll see. But my natural hair is no longer an inconvenience for me. We don't have to put our hair away for every milestone or every important thing in our lives, you know? And I don't think most Black women got to that point. And I don't think a lot of us will ever get to that point. Okay, I got you. I got you. I don't know how to pronounce your name. That's a very unique name. Jody. Can I just say Jody or Jode? I feel you. I think it's important to protect your peace. I mean, you don't gotta be I mean, my life is basic. So it's nothing it's nothing to be jealous of or envious in my life. You know what I mean? And in my hood apartment in Jersey, but I get it. Um Yeah, I think a lot of people just aren't watching natural hair content, you know what I mean? Like after a while there's only so much to watch, there's only so much to do, there's only so much to buy, you know what I mean? Would you consider hanging your own shingle in the communications industry? I don't know. I think that comes from like I have body confidence, but I don't always have performance confidence. So like I just don't know if I'll be able to have my own firm, you know what I mean? I've been told before that I need to start my own business and do my own communications work for myself and start a firm or like something like that or a business like doing like writing all that stuff, but I don't really it's not a passion of mine, right? It's not something I want to do. It's something I can do, but I'm not sure if I'll be the best person to do it. And I don't know if that's because like an honest answer or because I lack the performance confidence in my work and my abilities within a workspace, if that makes sense. People are definitely watching vlogs. They're just not watching my vlogs. So vlogs definitely get a lot of views. Mine just don't. But I also just started creating vlogs, so I'm pretty sure it's going to pick up. I just have to have patience. I'm not a very patient person, and I'm making this pivot and I want it to happen right away, and I just need to be patient. I don't know how long it's going to take to pick up. I said I would give myself like another year. I'm not even sure a year is enough time. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. My bank account and Richmond will tell me. Um if you don't get notifications for my videos, you can unsubscribe and subscribe again and turn on your notifications, and maybe that will help it. But I don't know, YouTube is ghetto. Whatever. This is a ghetto land. Thank you. That all of these paintings are from Ghana. Richmond, when he came here from Ghana, he brought these paintings. He was in the art center, the art center. I want to say art. Like Caribbean people, everything is like a hard A. You know what I mean? Like art, not art. He was in the art center, and I picked these out on FaceTime, and they worked really well in my space. They were actually for the living room, but here they are. So, yikes. There's my gallon. Cheers. So we know I'm gonna have to do a few more potty breaks if I don't get through all these questions and things. Um, let's see. What is your passion? I don't have a passion. I'm just living. I don't I'm just living. I don't dream of labor. I honestly just want to lay down all day, cock up my foot down, and watch Saved by the Bell. I don't dream of labor, baby. I don't have a passion. I want to be well taken care of and have a cook and a cleaner. Period. I don't dream of labor. I don't know. Yeah, black women are definitely, I mean, this here's the thing, you can't undo 400 years of conditioning in a decade. So what did we expect the natural hair community to do for us in a decade, right? Like a lot of us didn't do the work. We bought the hair products, we did the tutorial, we bought the hair products, we did the tutorials, but we didn't recondition the mind, right? We conditioned our hair and we didn't recondition the mind. Damn! I am I am fucking that bitch, okay? Like wow. I am just so what's the word that I'm looking for? See, I'm dumb. I can't even think of the word I'm looking for. Yeah, I'm that girl. Because, yeah, we conditioned our hair, but we didn't recondition the mind. That is fucking prolific as hell. Prolific, profound. Exactly. Prolific as hell. Wow. That's a T right there. That's T, sis. Anyway, nah, facts. We have so much work to do. We have so much work to do as Black women. yeah, I just want to travel, love on a good black man, and, you know, eat good food. That's it. That's all I want to do. Anyway, y'all. Eek. Do you feel like influencing a sustainable career financially, mentally, or physically? Why or why not? I usually do not drink water, LA Slim. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I'm some water drinking bitch when I am not. I do not drink water. So the last few days I've told myself that I need to drink water. Honestly, I don't know how my skin and my hair flourishes because I do not drink water. And I it's not good. So I over the last it's been like 4 or 5 days. I've been trying to drink a gallon a day as best I can. I don't typically drink water, but I need to. Um Alexis, bitch, don't play me. Don't play. Oh, where's my scalp though? Damn, not the hair so thick I can't see myself. Don't play me, mama. This is my hair, bitch. This is what we do when prospering in the insider tea, bitch. When we're not slaving and drowning on YouTube in that shower, we prosper. Oh my God. Oh my God. We thank God. We thank God. Anyway, so okay, so the question was, do I think YouTube influencing is sustainable? I think for the average person, influencing is not sustainable. And that's why you see people like Jackie Aina, she started Forever Mood. You see even like Nikki Tutorials, even though these are like the top tier of beauty influencing, she started what was it, Naima? Forgot the name of her beauty brand. Your favorite influencer be selling those kitchen oils. Everyone's doing that. They're coming up with products or services because depending on AdSense or sponsorships or commission is just not enough, right? Because the three ways that YouTubers mostly make money is through AdSense, which we've talked about, sponsorships, which we've talked about, and then commissions, right? When y'all click a link, I get a kickback. And I'm not getting thousands of dollars, right? I'm getting pennies, right? If you spend $50, sometimes I'm lucky if I get $1, right? So that's how YouTubers mostly make money, but that's not sustainable because we see when the views go down, AdSense goes down. We see when the economy takes an economic downturn, the sponsorships go down. We see that when y'all don't click links, y'all ain't shopping because y'all can't afford it, the revenue goes down. And that's why people are selling those damn oils that I'm tired of seeing, but it's constant money, right? A $20 4-ounce oil and you make a gallon of it, that's a lot of money. And that's why people are coming out with products. That's why people have become like coaches, because depending on the traditional model of YouTube and influencing, it's not sustainable. It's not sustainable for everybody. And of course, you have people like, I'll say Kimberly Sherrill, and that's not like calling her out negatively or not. Somebody like Kim. And this is good because Kim has been very open and honest with us about how much money she's made and how well she's doing. You know, she bought a $500,000 house. Like Kimberly Sherrill is doing really well, and she doesn't have to rely on I think at some point she did have merch for a short time, but mostly she can depend on the three avenues that I said before. But for most people, they're not going to be a Kimberly Sherrill, right? They're just not, and I'm not. So if I want to be the most sustainable for me as an influencer, the best idea would be to come out with a hair product, right? I really should sell y'all some fucking oil. I am not because that is against my morals and my ethics. But if I come out with a hair product, that would be the best way for influencing to be sustainable, right? For me to use my influence to sell some shit, because it would be easier for me to sell you my own pre-poo or my leave-in than it is to convince you to go shop somebody else's leave-in or pre-poo. It's kind of weird, but people will have more of an investment in wanting to support me and my product, and the money directly comes to me, right? Versus if I try to sell somebody else's leave-in, I'm only getting 15% commission. Versus if I sell you my own leave-in, I'm getting 100% commission, 100% profit. Well, I'm not, right? Because it's also like buying the materials and shipping materials, but I'm getting more profit than if I'm just doing commission based type of things, right? So if I really wanted to make this sustainable, I would have to become a coach, coaching smaller natural hair influencers on how to make money and telling them this is how you grow, even though I'm not growing because that's the formula. Or I would have to sell a product. But for most people, depending on just brands and AdSense, is not sustainable. And that's why a lot of people haven't posted and have gone back to work, even though you don't see them. They've people are going back to work. And a lot of people also be working part-time and shit and acting like they're full-time influencers when they really work at like, I was gonna say the limited, but the limited has closed down, but like Forever 21 or Lane Bryant or some shit. So nah, I think most people are going to have to just do influencing part-time. And I just personally have no desire to do that. And maybe that's like petty of me and just like um stupid of me, but I don't want to do it part-time because if I'm going to work full-time, I want to dedicate my work I want to dedicate time to my work. And when I was working full-time and I was really working, I didn't have time for influencing. And that's why like during those years when I was working until I got to work from home during the pandemic, I wasn't creating content because it was either work full time and not have a social life, or work full. So it was I was torn between working full time and influencing part time and not having a social life, not having a social life, or working full time and having a social life and saying fuck YouTube. And I chose the latter. And yeah, I think some people can make that balance. It depends on your field, but for my field, like communications, marketing, is just really involved. You know what I mean? I'm not just like clicking a key or like waiting for um some something to come in that I have to address. It's always something with the type of work that I do and the industry that I'm in. So I hope that answers y'all's questions. Hey, our curls are bad. How are you, honey? Yeah, it's really hard. And that's why people that do work full time, they post like once a month, once every 2 weeks. Like, even though I'm full time, I don't even want to post twice a week. It's just like, you know what I mean? I can't imagine working full time and posting twice a week. Like I used to post 3 times a week, and I don't know how I did that. Alexis and I talk about that all the time. We used to work full time and post 3 videos a week. I am full-time influencing now, and I post twice a week, sometimes once a week. How was I working 3 times a week? Well, that's how I gained so much weight over the pandemic, because I was eating horribly, trying to like eat fast, eat quick to get the video content out. I didn't have a social life. Richmond wasn't there. Richmond was wherever Richmond was, and it was just me. I didn't have any social life. All I did was YouTube. I ate, slept, and breathed YouTube. And that didn't really get me anywhere. Like, sure, I gained subscribers, but those people don't even watch. All those subscribers I gained in 2020, they don't even watch my content. So like I didn't really gain anything from it. I didn't gain much from all that time I invested into those 3 videos a week. Like I don't regret doing those 3 videos a week, but I don't know how the fuck I did it, and I'm not doing it again. Period. Yeah, I'm not living to work, bro. I'm not living to work. I'm not. I'm not living to work. I'm not. I'm not living to work. I'm not. I've talked about oils before, in depthly, on my channel. I'll post, what video did I do about oil scams? Didn't I do a video like that? Oh yeah, I did a video on influencers are scammers. If you want to check it out on my channel, the title is like "Influencers Are Annoying." I talk all about oil scams there, and you can definitely check out that video. That again, nobody watched, but it is what it is. Um, hey KJ. Um, all right, so hopefully that answered the question about YouTube and sustainable. Do you ever think about going back to a regular 9 to 5 or a part-time job? I think I've answered that. I don't want a part-time job. I just don't want to. I don't dream of labor. I guess I'm a lazy bitch. I don't know. I do when I'm not like craving to go back to a 9 to 5, but every time I get inconvenienced as an influencer, I'm like, yup, Indeed is calling. Indeed is calling. Because at the end of the day, I have a master's degree and I can go back to work, right? And I would hopefully be hired. The job industry sucks, but hopefully I will be hired, right? So any inconvenience with YouTube, I'm like, yeah, fuck this. I'm going back to work. Um, and we'll see. We'll see. I'm not really opposed of going back to a 9 to 5, but if I do a 9 to 5, it has to be at home. I'm not going back to nobody's office to waste my time. I cannot stand going into an office. Like when the pandemic happened, that was the best thing about the pandemic, that I didn't have to go in the office and feel obligated to be there and waste my time. I can't stand it. If I can do I have a huge ass iMac right here that I spent like $4,000 for. I have a huge desk that I got off of Amazon. I have my keyboard. I can be in my panties and my drawers or no drawers at all and do my work. I'm not going into an office. That is non negotiable, not happening, especially in the Northeast where there's snow and weather conditions and not happening. So, yeah. Do I have any career goals outside of YouTube and creating content? No. Like I said, I don't dream of labor. So, no. Oh. Yeah, no. It's a scam that people have to be back at work. And yeah, YouTube isn't showing people's content. I know there's a thing, but like, do y'all know there's a subscription option on your YouTube? Like, I think a lot of people don't know how to use YouTube because I know a lot of people say, I don't see your videos. But is that true? Because on YouTube, and I have the app, there's a home option, a shorts option, a subscription option, and a library. The problem is that y'all be depending on your home feeds. There's an entire subscription feed where you can see the content of people you're subscribed to. And I never miss a video in my subscription feed. If you depend on your home feed for YouTube to suggest my fat ass, then that's why you're not seeing my content. But if you actually go to the subscription feed, you would see my fat ass in the subscription feed. That's just some tea. I don't know. I'm subscribed to hundreds of people and I always see their content. Like, y'all can't be relying on no notifications. Come on. YouTube is a scam. Y'all better check your subscription feeds. You don't see any of my videos in your subscription feed? Like at all? Like I'm not showing up at all in your subscription feed? Yeah, the notifications don't work. I don't think people really get. So, okay, if you open the YouTube app, on the bottom of the screen, it's right now there's Razor Empress right there, and Bell and Bloom. There's home, there's shorts, there's like a plus where you can like upload your content. There's subscriptions, and then there's library. If you go to subscriptions, you're going to see all the folks you're subscribed to. If you go based on the home, you're never gonna see me. You're never gonna see a fat black woman. Not me. So that's why I'm so confused when people say I'm not seeing your videos when there's a subscription option on YouTube. I don't like I'll go to home. I will go to home when there's nothing to like watch on my subscription feed, when I've watched everything, and I'll scroll the home page. But if I'm looking for the people that I enjoy, I always use the subscription feed. Yeah, and sometimes if you don't interact with certain channels enough, YouTube won't show it to you. Like it's funny because people really just don't know how to use YouTube, and like who teaches us that, right? There's no right or wrong, it just is. Um so that's funny. But that's how you find me from your subscription feed. No, I was not trying to read y'all. I was really trying to explain how it works because I found that people really don't know how to use the app, which is funny to me. But yeah, people really just don't know. People don't know what they don't know. Um, Yeah, I don't even use the sort feature. There's also like you can also sort by today, by on watch, by who's live. I don't use any of that because I purge my subscriptions. If I find that I'm not watching somebody, I'm like delete that whole, delete that whole, delete that whole. So the people on my feed are people that I want to watch. And if I notice that I've scrolled by their content a little too much, I unsubscribe, right? I don't know, y'all different. Well, that's how you do it. I hope that helps somebody that's watching. If you're not seeing your favorite creator, it's your fault. Like, I mean, it's YouTube because YouTube is trash and they're not giving out the notifications and the home feeds are not reflecting the people that you want to see. But there's something that you can do about it, and you can use a subscription feed. This is so funny. Um, there's a sort feature to the top, which I just noticed that you can sort by today, continue watching, unwatch, live. Can you see that at the top? Oh, you can't see. It's like blown out. There's like a banner right here where you can see, you can actually sort it. Um, so that's that. Someone was like, "Are you getting used to Jersey or you still hate it?" Jersey is still trash. But I may be the problem. But I my thoughts about Jersey hasn't changed. In case you're wondering, someone wanted to know what are my top 5 natural hair influencers or influencers or YouTubers to watch. And I said this earlier, no one posts anymore. So I can't even mention anyone because the only thing on my feed is skincare and makeup. Like no one posts. The people that I genuinely would watch don't post anymore. I used to love Casey Aaliyah's natural hair content. She don't post anymore. Um, I unsubscribed from a lot of people too. Um, no one posts. There's nobody to recommend because no one posts content anymore. Thank you so much, girl. Thank you. It's getting frizzy, but we can rock it out because I'm not working hard. Shit. Wait. Trying to see why is it. I'm trying to go back to the top and it keeps like scrolling back down. Okay. Usually you can like scroll back up, but it's not allowing me to scroll back up. So I can read uh mhm. Caribbean people are very expressive. Yes, my hair is growing back so fast. Love that for me. Yes, it's growing so fast. No, I do not do these lives often. My last live was back in May, and that was my first one for the year. This is only my second live of the year. Um, thank you, Sharina. Thank you so much. Not the octave. Y'all are funny. Um, yeah, naturally Philo, she's focused on kin apparel. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's you can make YouTube videos for the rest of your life, or you can start a product. You can make products for the rest of you can make content for the rest of your life, or you can actually just start a business and make real money. Because the real money is in making your own products, selling a service, something like that. Um yes, I love skincare too. I love skincare content. I watch that most. I don't really watch natural hair content that much. Um Yeah, people post on TikTok with natural hair content. Like, there's not a body of natural hair content on YouTube. The things people post on TikTok and that goes viral, it's like, y'all gotta be like 12 years old because all this shit is old and lame and been on YouTube for a decade, but I guess it's just a different audience. Someone was asking if I'm gonna do more makeup tutorials. That's absolutely no, because that content does awful on my channel. Natural hair girls are too good for foundation and concealer. If it's not Vaseline, they don't want anything to do with it, and I'm not wasting my time. So the answer is no to makeup. I'm not doing that shit again. No. Someone wants an updated skincare routine. I'm definitely going to do some skincare content and like post on like how I created my skincare routine, because I've also like had setbacks with my skin. It's always something, y'all. Someone asked what village my dad is from in Dominica. I have no idea. I don't know anything about Dominica. I did go to Dominica on a cruise, and I would love to go back for an extended stay to like meet family and learn more. But I don't know anything about Dominica, even though that is where my dad's family is from. My dad was actually born in Antigua, but his family is from Dominica. So last question that I was asked: what advice would you give to the younger you? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? In terms of where do I see myself? I don't know. Richmond says I have no ambition. He's like, you don't have any ambition. Damn, okay. So I don't see myself anywhere in 10 years, hopefully alive and thriving. In terms of what I would tell my younger self is to believe in myself and to like build up that performance confidence that I still don't really have. So like yeah, just if you think you're a bad bitch when it comes to like your body and your body confidence, put that into like your work confidence too. Like don't sell yourself short. Ask for the salary you want, not the one that you think you're going to get. Demand the things that you want. I would definitely have told her to raise my YouTube rates years ago when I was charging when I was gonna say the N word, when I was charging people $200 for a video. definitely should have known better. Definitely should have charged more, but I didn't know better. And most of us who've been doing this for a long time didn't know better, but just like demanding my worth. That would probably be the number one advice I would give myself. Anyway, those are all of the questions that yes, Vaseline. Y'all be acting too good for some eyebrow pencil and some concealer. But those are all the questions that I was asked. We've been on here for 2.5 hours. That was definitely not my intent. But if anyone knows me in real life, I am very long winded. And that's why editing takes so long for me, because I have to edit my videos down so they can be digestible for YouTube. Um, those are all the questions. If you have additional questions that I did not answer and you want to ask, now is the time to ask those questions. How I definitely want to do a video, LA Slim. I said this earlier, but maybe you weren't in the chat, where I want to do a dedicated video with Richmond about how we met and all of that and our love story. So stay tuned for that. But Richmond hates y'all, so good luck. Denise text the group chat. Alexis is an idiot. Yo, Denise and Alexis, they're so funny. I'm telling Denise to give us some fragrance content. All right. Oh, how Alexis and I met. So Alexis was actually my subscriber, and she would comment on all my videos. She was an amazing subscriber. She would comment on everything. And then I don't know if y'all know Periscope. Periscope is something that developed like while Instagram was like the early days of, it wasn't early days of Instagram, but maybe like back in 2015, 2016, Periscope had taken off, and Periscope eventually became IG Live. IG killed Periscope with IG Live. But anyway, I got on Periscope because that was the new app to get on, and I would be on Periscope like every night, and it would be like this, doing lives like every single night. Was it every single night, or like multiple times a week at least, or at least once a week? And I'd be doing my hair and just talking and kikiing, and Alexis would be on the live every time too. And I was like, yo, this girl is a stalker, but in a good way. I was like, no, we have to be friends in real life because you're supportive. And even now that we are friends, Alexis is one of my biggest supporters. She gets on my fucking nerves, but she's a great friend. Like, Alexis is in the insider tea. She doesn't have to be in there. She doesn't have to pay the $9 because she's my friend in real life. But she does because she's so supportive. Like, when I had my film screening of my thesis film, when I had the screening of my thesis film, Alexis came up to the screening. She didn't have to, but like, she's just that friend, you know what I mean? And she's a great friend to have. She gets on my nerves, and there's definitely differences that we have just based on like how we were raised and where we're from. But like, that's my girl, will always be my girl. Like, just a great person overall. So that's how we met. No, we met. She was a subscriber turned friend. I only speak one language, which is English, but I'm from the Virgin Islands, so I speak a dialect of English that I feel like comes out more as I get older. I guess as I care less to cover or hide my dialect. So, yeah, I speak English. I on my resume, I say I have a working knowledge of Spanish. I mean, I love Spanish and I can read Spanish a lot more than I can speak it. Like if I need to read something, like in Colombia, Alexis and I don't really speak Spanish, but we got around well enough because we know basic words and we can read Spanish and I can read Spanish especially. So we were good in Colombia even though no one really spoke English. Um because of that working knowledge of Spanish that's on my resume. But I'm only fluent in Spanish. Yeah, Alexis is funny. She's so funny. Okay, you're from Dominica. Big up to DA. Um, yes, like a lot of Caribbean people from the Eastern Caribbean, they come up to St. Thomas, and that's how my family ended up in St. Thomas, and they never left. Yeah, Periscope used to be so fun. So fun. Where do I think the natural hair community is going to be in 5 years? Nowhere. Hey Angela, I'm just seeing your comment. Y'all, Angela Denise, she is amazing. If you're into makeup, I know a lot of y'all only use Vaseline, but if you're into makeup, her makeup videos are great. She's pregnant right now, or maybe at this point that I'm saying this, maybe she's had the baby. I'm not sure. But safe delivery if you haven't had the baby, Angela. Congrats to you again. I'm so happy for you and stay safe and happy. I don't think if I were in 5 years, the natural hair community is no one's gonna be posting natural hair content. I don't even think in like a year many people are gonna really be posting natural hair content on YouTube. I know the girlies post natural hair content on Instagram and TikTok. I see it. You know, the fucking the claw clip trend and the clean girl aesthetic and all that BS, girl, whatever. And the boho braids, tired. So I definitely know that natural hair is having its life on other platforms, but natural hair content started on YouTube, and I think it's ran its course, honestly, for the most part. There are going to be people that are going to continue to create content, but like, y'all, have y'all noticed that no one watches that hair growth content? Y'all remember back in like 2019, 2020, hair growth content was like the thing. Like one of my most popular videos on YouTube is my rice water, like how to make rice water and apply rice water that I made in like 2019. It's like at a 500,000 views. Like hair growth was so big back then. And now, like I can think of some YouTubers, I'm not gonna say their names, but their views are so bad. Like they went from getting like hundreds of thousands of views to like 2K views. Like content on YouTube is so bad. Like YouTube videos are doing so bad. And sometimes I feel like it's just me because I see like people doing amazingly well, getting like 20K on a vlog in one day. But then I look around and I'm like, nah, this shit is bad for everybody. Most people are doing awful on YouTube. Like, oh, it's so sad. It's so sad. It's so sad. Um, your dad knows my dad. Wait, who's your Wait, what? Simply You Makeup. Who's your stepmom? Wait, I didn't know this. What's the T, sis? What's T? Um, what's T? Hey, Sable. Yeah, I used to really enjoy Nappy Foo, but Nappy Foo don't post natural hair. She's been trying to like do vlogs, and y'all ain't watching that shit. And I guess she's tired of doing her hair too. I think everyone's just tired of doing their hair. And after you spend like 20 hours on a natural hair video, it's just not worth it. Like getting getting 5,000, $6,000, $6,000, 6,000 views, especially for me on my channel, it's not worth it because the video doesn't even make $100. Do you know how many views you have to get to make $100? Sometimes you have to get 7, 8K views to only make $100 on YouTube. Like, do y'all know that? You have to get so many views to even make $100 on YouTube. It's sad. It's rough. It's not worth it for most people. Thank you. I actually love the winter. Richmond is from Africa. Richmond is from Ghana. And he's acclimated to the snow. He be driving around in the snow. We're good. And I work from home and I don't have to drive around. Um, so it's good for me. Her curls are bad, girl. You've been cutting and big chopping as long as I've known you. What's tea, sis? No, I get it. Natural hair is a lot. Ashley, you do not have to. And I'm not saying any of this for y'all to feel sorry for me, to feel like you have to support me extra. I'm not saying any of this for like a handout. I'm just giving y'all the real, giving y'all the tea on things that people don't say and the reason that people don't post or show up anymore. Um, I don't need anything, right? Like I said, if this no is no longer enough for me, I see the exit, you know what I mean? And I won't apologize for it. Like, I'm not even gonna do a goodbye video. Like, I don't believe in that shit. Like, when someone does a I'm leaving YouTube or considering leaving YouTube, I'm always like, bitch, leave. Shut up. Leave. Go. You don't gotta announce when you go, baby. Just go. I think some people do feel like they owe their subbies, an explanation. But I'd be like I'm thinking about my views are so low. I'm thinking about leaving YouTube, girl. Bye, ta. Enjoy your insurance. You know what I mean? Like, just leave. I don't know. Um, yeah, I can totally get it. Like for me, I would definitely. I personally like long hair. Like my hair is shrunken right now. Like the back gets so shrunken. That's why I don't like wearing my hair out sometimes because my hair just gets so tangled. But my hair is growing back so much, y'all. Like it's crazy how much my hair is going back since I cut it. And I've done one other trim since then. To me, I think the last trim I got, it was really a cut more so to me. But I don't really measure my hair with a measuring tape. But whatever. Where was I going with this? Oh, I personally like long hair on me. I prefer it, but shorter hair is definitely easier when it comes to like a wash and go. You can just slap some gel on it and go. But I prefer longer hair on me personally. Um, yeah, it definitely takes a lot of work to have longer hair. I'm texting Denise. I be tapping so hard on my screen with these nails. Okay. Rewatching videos do help the views, but it's not enough to just. So how we make money is through AdSense. So it's not enough just to watch the video. You have to watch the ads. That's how YouTubers actually make money. And most of y'all do not watch the ads. And that's why things are the way they are. And I get why you don't watch ads. I personally have YouTube Premium, so I don't have to watch the ads because I felt guilty skipping the ads, but I didn't want to watch the ads. So I personally paid for YouTube Premium so that YouTubers could get a little bit of coin, but I could enjoy my YouTube videos in peace that I was watching. But we don't we do get paid for we do get we get paid for every 1,000 ad playback. So it really comes down to ads. It doesn't come down to views. It comes down to ads because if there's more views, then there are more ads being watched, if that makes sense. So it's not enough just to watch the video, you have to play the ads. Um Influencers miss. I think what people miss as being an influencer, at least I can speak for myself, is that I miss like the constant paycheck. So when YouTube is good, it's good, right? Like when YouTube is good, it's good. Like I'll get more money than I would at work, but when it's bad, it's bad. So with work, I knew that every 2 weeks, I knew when I was working my traditional job that I was gonna get my guaranteed 4,000 every month, right? I knew guaranteed, regardless of how much work I put in, how hard I worked, I didn't work. That $4,000 was coming to my bank account every month, right? And it was clockwork. You knew it would happen regardless of what you did. But with YouTube, you can put in a lot of work or no work and it just depends, right? Like you can put in so much work and still make no money in a video, no one watch it, right? I've spent days on a video before and not even make $50 on the video, right? So when you go from, at least for me, like I didn't go from working retail, right? I went from making almost $30 an hour. So when you come from making $30 an hour and you work a certain amount of hours and you're making a certain amount of money, to YouTube where you can put in just as many hours and don't even get a fraction of it, then it's like you're making $2 an hour, right? And you know what I mean? Like the return on investment isn't always great. Um, so I think people miss the constant paychecks, and I think people miss the insurance. I think those are only the benefits of work is that the constant paycheck and the insurance. Like what other benefits are there to traditional work? I mean, having coworkers, that wasn't a benefit to me because I don't like those people. I mean, I did like them, but that wasn't a benefit to me. I have friends in real life. So the only benefit really was the insurance, which is good. Even though you never used it, you were happy that you had it, right? Just in case. And when you're a YouTuber, you don't have the just in case. I mean, Richmond and I could pay for insurance, but it would be like $700 or $800 a month. And when I was at work, um, I used to pay like 150 every 2 weeks, like $300 a month, which was high. But insurance back home where I worked in the government was high. But yeah, I mean the only benefit is really insurance and like the constant paycheck. But when things are good, it's good. But when it's bad, it's bad. Wait, so Simply You Makeup. I still don't know who your stepmom is that I worked with. I somehow missed that. No, I definitely feel you. Her curls are bad. Like short hair is so much easier. Um, yeah, I definitely don't think y'all should be watching like the 3 minute ads and hour long ads. But if it's a cool little 30-second ad, maybe a minute long ad, if you can watch it, if you can't, it's whatever. Like y'all can't bear the burden of capitalism. You know what I mean? Like, it's not y'all's fault that AdSense sucks and YouTube sucks and that capitalism sucks. But when you can, it's helpful. I honestly think that the most you can do is, if you plan to shop, click a link. You know what I mean? That's probably the best thing you can do. If I'm not telling people to shop, but if you do want to shop, click a link. Because y'all be acting like it's costing you to click the links. How many times do I tell y'all to click the link and y'all still don't click, but you run to Target, you run to Walmart? Why do y'all do that? If I'm saying click the link, what is the issue with clicking the link? Why can't you do in-store pickup? Why can't you do drive up? What is the issue? Why are you hopping into your 98 Acura and going to Target? Click a link, save a life. Goddamn. Not a wig. Oh, not a wig. I don't know. The ads are not equal. If you watch a 30-minute ad, it's a longer like playback. So I don't think the ads are equal. Sable, let me know. Sable, are the ads equal? I don't think they are. I think the longer you watch, it's better. So I think a longer ad will make us more money than a shorter ad. But I am not 100% sure, but I think so. Um Girl, embrace your short hair. That's what you wanted. Don't try to cheat with a wig. Embrace your short hair. Um, her last name is Bella and works with the. Did she used to work with the senators? Like back in the day, like was I at her summer camp, like the Dow summer camp? Like she has locks. I have to use the bathroom again. I'm about to end the live. Should I just end the live? I'd be like, bye, y'all. Thanks for watching. Or should I go to the bathroom? She still works there? Where does she work? Maybe I don't know her by her last name. Which department does she work in? Which senator? Someone asked me. Okay, y'all. So should I go to the restroom or come back? Um, or end the live. Someone said something about being a world traveler. I'm trying to find it. I didn't answer. Since you're such an accomplished world traveler, would you consider doing a video or series about travel tips, destinations? Would you consider doing a group trip? Okay, I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I gotta go. I gotta go. Freaking fly is annoying the fuck out of me. Okay, back. Okay. Yeah, drinking a gallon of water is no joke, especially when my body is not used to it. And I don't think like your body ever gets used to it. I feel like I don't know, people say that you stop going to the bathroom as much. I'm not going to the bathroom every 5 minutes like I was a few days ago, but I still gotta go. No, girl. I just got leggings on and I don't wear panties. So it's always like, doop. And usually I'm just at home with like Winnie the Pooh. So it's always quick for me. Okay. Let's see. So according to Sable, you don't earn extra money for watching past 30 seconds of an ad. So don't watch the 30-minute ad, y'all. Bye, iMac. Thanks for joining. Yes, like someone said, if you go to actual playlists of mine, if you watch a playlist, then it will play. Also, y'all, like I said, do not feel pressured to watch an ad or watch or play a bunch of videos. I don't um that doesn't matter to me. Um what I do need though is that I'm gonna need y'all to stop clicking on links if y'all not gonna buy. And I say that because there's something called a conversion. And when you click on a link with no intention to buy, it brings the conversion down. So sometimes 2,000 of y'all, for instance, will click on a link, but one person buys. That brings the conversion all the way down. I have said that before. So, I mean, that's really like meat and potatoes. But that's the thing. And when people ask you like your conversion and your conversion looks crazy because people click and then go run to Target and buy it instead of buying through the link, or they don't buy it, it brings down your conversion. And what that does is that it makes it seem to brands and potential partners that you can't convert your audience into customers. And that's always the point, right? With a sponsorship, to turn your subscribers into customers. So that's just something. But anyway, thank you, Sable, for letting us know. I figured your studious ass would know. Yeah, because you don't realize, for me personally, like I don't realize, I know I don't drink a lot of water, but drinking like a gallon, I'm like, wow, this is a lot of water. And my body be like, bro, this is a lot of water. It's a lot. But I've been trying to, like, when I first wake up, to drink some. Like I really shouldn't be drinking water this late, but I was like trying to get up content today. I'm ended up doing this live because I did film a video, but I didn't have enough time. I wouldn't have enough time to like edit it and really put the work into it. Because I try not to like throw content together. And I was busy doing that. So I didn't really drink my water. I don't like drinking this late because then I'm like, going to the restroom throughout the night, which really disrupts the sleep. So I don't know if I know her. Can you send me a picture or something via DM, Simply You Makeup? Because maybe I know her, but the last name is not coming to mind. No, when I used to go to the movies, I used to have to go to like sometimes it depends. Like when I was like drinking water a lot and going to the gym heavy and stuff, like it would be annoying because I'd have to go to the bathroom every 5 seconds. So it just depends. It just depends. Like I can sit through a movie, but when I'm on my water game heavy, I cannot sit through a movie. Um yeah, I had to get used to that shift. This fly is, oh my god, these flies are killing me. Look, when you open your door and the flies just come just in, it's just annoying. Yeah, I had to get used to that, shifting from the links that you get paid per click and to converting clicks into purchases. Yeah, for sure. Because most times we don't get paid for the clicks. We only get paid when you purchase. So you can click like crazy, but that clicking doesn't help us. I think there's this misconception that clicking the links help. Clicking the link doesn't help. It's purchasing through the links that helps, you know? Um I don't typing with nails for me isn't hard, but I also don't like type all day. That's not my shtick. So are my nails cute, y'all? Like, I'm a nails girl now, and could y'all believe these are my natural nails? These are my natural nails. Like, it's acrylic, but it's my nails. Like, they're my nails. And my nails have never been this long, which is crazy. Yes, the Amazon storefront also is helpful. Um, yeah, all these things help influencers. It says moisturize, hydrated, and minding my own business. I don't like press-ons. Those shits do not last. I've tried doing press-ons and the answer is no. And yes, the person said that my hair is thriving. In fact, it is. Indeed, it is. It is. Um Claudia is trying to convert everyone to the insider tea, and that shit is hilarious to me. Yeah. Claudia just joined my channel 2 weeks ago. She's already in the insider tea and is already telling everyone to join. Like, oh, Claudia is too funny. Um, I don't know about those shopping vlogs. I see people do them. Like, I know like Simply Ash, Living Ash does it, and her videos do well. No tea to her, but I find them boring. Like, just going in a store and being like, "Oh, this is new." Girl, who cares? I don't know. Like, I don't think I don't know, maybe I just have an older audience, but my audience is very critical and not quick to shop. So it has to be something that I like and I recommend that y'all will buy it. Because even like my favorites videos, no one watches them, and y'all don't really buy the things that I recommend for my favorites videos. So I don't know. I think sometimes we see things that work on other people's channel and then we think it's going to work for us or a favorite YouTuber, and that's just not always the case. You know what I mean? Like, something may work for certain people and it just may not work for others. And I just don't see that really working for me, because even when I try to like make y'all purchase the things I do like, y'all don't. You know what I mean? And that's, again, that's not shade. It's just what it is. So I just think that's a waste of time. I don't know. What you mean you're not sure what you're gonna get out of it? How many times do I have to say what you're gonna get out of it for you to join? And you're also not sure what you're gonna get out of it until you join. Girl, girl. LA Slim. The link is right there. Go check it out. It's $9 a month, like Netflix, and it's better than Netflix. So I know some people like True Tea cannot afford it, but I think of it as like a Starbucks drink. Like y'all go to Starbucks, like it's worth it for me. If I wasn't in it, I would pay for it because like it's the group chat for me. So like every week I do my wash day roundup. I of course post my DIYs. There's like 13 DIYs that aren't on YouTube. And I have like 30 wash day 30 wash days that I post and talk about content, post content, stuff like that. Sales. I post sales that I come across, Ulta, Sephora, stuff like that. But it's the group chat. The group chat is where the jokes are, y'all. We have been talking about a certain subject that I'm not going to say because I want to just keep it fresh for my video for months now, and every day is the girls going off about this one subject, and it's just hilarious. Like sunrise to sunset, hilarity. Okay, like these itches are crazy. Mhm. Yes, you're going to get more from it than YouTube. Oh, not my butter falling down. Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna be $5, so arrivederci. But if you can swing the $9, it's definitely gonna be worth it. And if you don't like it, you can leave. It's not a you join and you're locked down for a year. You can do the annual membership, but it's $9. And if you don't like it, then it's a McDonald's combo. I don't know. I don't know people's finances. I'm not gonna pretend to, but if you don't like it, I will refund you. Like I can refund if you say you don't like it after you join, then I'll refund you. I'm sure you're gonna stay. So that's tea. That's tea right there. Um Yeah, I posted some really good DIYs in there, and I have a lot more DIYs to come. If you I mean if you're okay just using my DIYs that I have on YouTube, that's the thing about the insider tea, right? Like I have that DIY content on YouTube. And you can have access to it for the as long as my YouTube channel exists. But there's just things that I will not post on YouTube. And I'm just not, you know what I mean? So if you want that, then you can join. Um that's the thing, like people I mean, I'm not trying to shit on like people's finances and the things that people have and obligation and that the recession and inflation, but a McDonald's combo is $8. I think it comes down to value, right? It comes down, it's 100% comes down to value, is what you value, is what you find important. But if you really want to join, that $9 is not going to kill you. And I wouldn't say that in a formal video, but now that we are live, like that $4 is not going that $9 is not going to kill you. That's a Starbucks drink. Like when I go to Starbucks and I order my venti chai and my impossible sandwich, that's $14. And if I get that multiple times a month, I don't know. Again. Again, I can't tell people's I don't know y'all's lives. I don't know y'all financial situation, but I don't know. Y'all got $9 because y'all be eating Chipotle, and Chipotle is $9. You know, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, we do be messy, very messy. Oh, I do recommend to if you join, it's better if you join at the start of the month because Patreon will charge you at the end of the month and then charge you at the beginning of the month as well. So it's like you're paying double and then y'all gonna really cry about it. So if you do want to join, I recommend you start joining October 1st. So then you pay for the full month and you can have access versus being like double charged. I know that like I wouldn't want that, but it's that mechanism is to prevent people from joining, getting the information, and then like leaving right away without paying. So that's why you pay when you join and you don't just pay for the first month, if that makes sense. Um uh, yeah, dog, like everything's high. Y'all got it. You're moving? Oh my god. Like good luck moving. I wish you the best. I truly wish you the best cuz moving sucks. Sucks. We do be messy. We've been messy on this one subject for every day. I'm like, y'all gonna keep talking about this every day? Oh my god. Like the insider tea. It's not just because I'm like the moderator. Those bitches are crazy, okay? They are crazy for real. Like crazy. Like a joke. Literal joke. Exactly. Exactly. Um but yeah, it's a good time. I think a lot of people think it's just DIYs. Like DIYs are a part of it, but it's really less about that. It's really more about the community that doesn't really exist on YouTube. Like YouTube isn't a community, right? I have subscribers, but YouTube is not a community. In my opinion, it's just a bunch of people watching, while the Insider Tea is truly a community. Like one of the girls and I Insider Tea and Alexis was actually planning to take a trip. Pretty sure that trip is going to be canceled just based on some things. I don't want to give up my business on what happened so y'all can know where I'm going because people are weird and I don't know who's watching. But we're going on a trip that had to be canceled, unfortunately. But like it was one of the girls from the Insider Tea. Like that's how close we've become. Like it's great. And it's not like you have to join because you don't have any friends or you're begging friends or like you're paying for friendship. It's just access to a community that you wouldn't normally have. So yeah, it's less messy, more like crazy and off the cuff. um yeah, it's just just what you talking about? Yeah, my whole like natural hair routine has changed, and y'all on YouTube don't even know that because I don't post my wash days anymore. And the Insider T knows that, like, because I post my routines every day and I talk through the things that I'm going through and the changes that I'm making almost in real time, right? So I don't know. If you think my hair is thriving, find out why. Dot dot dot. Any more questions? Because we've been on here for 3 hours. There's somehow still over 100 of y'all on here. I don't know how, because only 5 people talking. So, any more questions before we wrap this up? Woo. Someone posted on Insider Tea that the henna suit co-wash does not go a long way. Which is true. With the henna suit co-wash, you gotta use a good bit to get that coverage. Any more questions? Did I miss? Yeah, Richmond is definitely working like the slave that he is. He's at work. Thank you so much, Brie. I appreciate it. Claudia is what I need, okay? She's an evangelist for the Insider Tea. Claudia joined my channel 2 weeks ago. And she signed up. What? These flies? What's going on? These dirty flies. She found my channel randomly, joined the Insider Tea, and here we are. What happened, Alexis? They were asking, you missed Alexis has been out socializing, and you missed me telling them, maybe you'll watch the playback, maybe not because this shit is 3 hours, how good of a friend you've been and how supportive you've been over the years of our friendship and how much I love and adore you. Bye, Rocking with the Truth. Thank you so much for joining. I'm about to head out soon personally because I think all of the questions for the Q&A are done. What are all these dirty flies? Te amo. So, any final questions before I wrap this video? I'm not going to be on here talking and ranting like I have in the past. We are going to wrap this up if no one has any other questions. And thank you so much. Be blessed. Hopefully I can see some of y'all in the Insider Tea. Maybe you'll sacrifice your McCombo for a month and join to see if it's worth. I mean, people have joined and left for different reasons. So you can come and see if you like it and then stick around, not stick around, you know. Thank you, Alexis. Tell the people that the Insider Tea is lit in the group chat. Aw, thank you so much, Claudia. Claudia is so supportive. It's not how long someone has been a subscriber, it's how good of a subscriber they've been. Bye, Naturally Mark. Hope you enjoy LA. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people will join the Insider Tea. So the Insider Tea is broken into 2 parts. There's Patreon, where I post like the recipes, my wash day, stuff like that. But then there's also Discord, which is where the group chat is. It's separate from Patreon, but also a part of Patreon. It's very complicated, but once you're in there, you're good. So you can just have the recipes, the wash days, or you can have what it really is, which is the group chat, which is really fun. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely join on October 1, because that's a good time to join. Bye, Coley Cole. Bye, y'all. Yeah, definitely click the link, join Patreon, the Insider Tea. Make sure you follow the directions in the welcome email so you can join the group chats. That's what y'all need to do. And that's it. I think that's it. All the questions are gone. So I'm going to head out. Y'all stay beautiful. Y'all stay well. I hope you thrive like I am. Should I retwist? I don't know. I'm trying to stretch wash day for that melanin hair care deep conditioner. That's never coming. But that's going to be a separate video. That's going to be a separate video. Anyway, y'all. Bye, y'all. Definitely enjoy the replay. If you're watching this, thank you to everyone that joined the live. And if you're watching the replay, don't forget to subscribe. Talk to y'all later. Peace. Bye, y'all. How do I end this thing? Okay.